Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald, Boleware, and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
What's going down? What's going down? What is going down? Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what time of the week it is. It's your favorite day, man. Favorite time. It's Wednesday, and we getting this show cracking. This is Noonish, man. I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, here to have a great time with you today. We're going to have a wonderful time. What's going down, Unc? You know who it is in the building joining me today. It's my Unc, my favorite Unc, man.
Well,
Ronald Boleware. What's going down with you?
Nothing much, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and not that long to talk about it, because we could go on and on with these subjects we got.
Oh, yeah.
But, like we always do with further ado, the First Lady of F1, she got some great information.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And looking forward to what she has for us this week. I know one thing for sure.
Hi, boys. How are we feeling today? I slept right on through a thunderstorm that we had last night, and I needed my rest after this weekend of F1. It was an early start. I still need to catch up on my sleep. How about you guys?
Looks like I need to turn my mic on this camera. But yeah, we're doing well. We had a great weekend. Man. I know I had a great weekend. Got to watch a good fight this weekend. We'll get to a little bit later on, and some good football. A pleasant weekend. I wish I'd have won my fantasy game. I know Unc didn't try, but I at least tried.
Oh, man. I got to get Christian McCaffrey out of there.
Yeah. There's no way,
I
no.
lost my audio. I cannot hear you guys.
You can't hear us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you going.
I lost you.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you hear us again? Is that better? You still can't hear us right now? Can you hear me now?
It was good, and then y'all went away.
Yeah, I don't know where you're good, but you're good to go. Tell us about the first week.
Me? Keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I can't make fun of you guys if I'm the only one talking. Okay, well, I'll jump in. Thumbs up for an F1 update. Wait, I hear things. Say something now.
Yeah, is that better? Hold on. Can you hear us talking now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. We got you. We got you right.
Whew, thank God.
Didn't want to leave you hanging out there again this week,
I can't just be out there roasting myself. I have to have people to roast. Last week I shouted out, I don't know if anyone heard me, but I called out the number 256.5, and I was like, does that ring a bell? It should, because that's the amount of points I scored in fantasy football this last week.
Yes, I do. I remember.
Number one, I think I was number one, but do you know who was so close to me, but like just at a literally 255.5 was Jonas.
Wow, this week?
Jonas doesn't know what he's doing, and he
2-1
plays. I know.
Hey, he's an analytics guy. I'm not surprised that he's made an adjustment at this point.
I'm proud of him, because there's been many a game where Jonas just has 4 players not playing. You too, Unc. You need to get your teams together.
Yeah, get it together.
Unc's busy walking 6 miles.
Unc don't care. Last thing he cares about is his fantasy league.
No, I mean, I want the league to be, somebody got to be at the bottom.
Oh, gotcha. Just trying to level it out a little bit.
Hey, if I was in real football, I'd probably be at the bottom, because I wouldn't give these guys all this money to do nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you diversifying the league for us. We do have to have a loser in the team.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You have You'll come through though. I feel like you sometimes you accidentally win. You did that last season.
Yeah, he got a few. He ran into a couple wins. When Cooper Kupp came back in like week 9, he stumbled into a few wins there.
I think I had 4 or 5 wins. Man. It'll be all right.
Oh yeah.
The league will still be going on. Everything.
Yeah.
It's just for to see you beat up on JA. That's the best play.
Hey, it's all good.
It's one of my passions. But I'll humble myself here. I'll out myself. I'm in another league with my team from InVenue, and I'm 0 for 3.
Ooh, 0-3 starting the season. Did you have last pick in that league or what?
I had the last pick in that league. And I'm just there's so many people in it that like it's super competitive, and there's no good available players at any given time, and
that's rough having last pick.
You gotta get really lucky. I'm 0-3. It's painful because I used to win.
Yeah,
I used to be the champion. Now I'm having a Red Bull moment. I went from the top to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. But with that said, Formula One had a crazy weekend in Singapore. It's a hot race, a night race actually, and there's not very many night races, but for Singapore it's so hot and humid there, and I think nighttime's the only time they can really do it. The drivers lose like 2 to 3 kilos or even more kilos, so like they can lose 5 or 6 pounds in the car while they're driving because it's so muggy and hot, so they're just sweating through their suits. So it's physically a very demanding race. It's a very fast race. And this weekend, Lando ended up, you guys know how I feel about Lando on pole. To me, it's like, it's a 10% chance he might come through and win the race.
Yep.
My guy pulled through. He beat Max Verstappen by 20 seconds in this race.
Wow.
He kept it together. Yeah, I was really hoping for, I think I predicted this podium, but for 2 races ago. So
yeah.
The Papaya Boys
podium.
And Max to be on the podium. That's exactly what happened. Oscar, Lando, and Max would close out the podium here.
It's crazy to see Max happy with a second place finish. I
know. Yeah.
Like he's just trying to get up there. He wants to stand on the stage. It's been so long, he forgot what it felt like. Exactly. It'd be like 3 months, like a 3-month drought.
He has not won a race. I think this is the 7th race in a row, maybe 8th now. He's just pleased to be anywhere near the podium lately. He actually got into some trouble this weekend because, I know you guys have heard the radios where they get really excited and they cuss, or they, they're just yelling, whether it's good or bad. And the FIA kind of cracked down on them, on drivers and the teams around using cuss words during the radio and the conferences. He kind of described his car using the F word, that it was, terrible. And the FIA was like, well, you can't do that. You need to do community service and contribute back to the community somehow. And there's a lot of like back and forth around they're not going to penalize a player on the field of a football field if they're cussing in a huddle. So I don't know. There's just some back and forth on Twitter and other places where fans are like, just let them do what they do. We don't hear it anyway. It's bleeped out by the time it gets to broadcast. But I thought that was kind of funny. Max was being Max in the press, things that they were doing, and it was kind of funny to see. But he showed up. I will say the biggest disappointment of the race though was Lewis Hamilton. Classic Mercedes move brought Lewis into pit way too early in this race. They split up the strategies for the tires, so Lewis started on a different set of tires than Russell would, and so he started off on a soft tire, which just falls apart a lot faster, especially in that heat. So
wasn't a good strategy at all.
Was not a good strategy, and I don't know whose idea it was, but you could tell it probably wasn't Lewis's, because he expressed immediate frustration after having to come in really early into the race and pit for the hard tires. So it threw off his whole strategy, or I guess his whole approach to winning was just down the drain. The track was way too fast. This is kind of interesting. Normally a safety car will come out because of an accident. Because it's so fast, the tires have interesting grip at this track. Teams kind of bank on someone crashing. Not in a bad way. They don't want something bad to happen to somebody, but they do appreciate a safety car to jam things up. And there was no safety car this entire race. So anybody who was banking on that happening to get a these
boys playing it too safe. They're playing it too safe, man. It's getting like the NFL out there, boys not bumping each other, you know. I know you're not supposed to do that anyway, and it's probably not good on the car, but you know they're playing it too safe, man. Is it a very windy track? But considering you won by 20 seconds, that makes me think that there's some, you know, a few solid straightaways on that track because they just have a very fast car.
It's a combination. Fast car, overtakes are difficult on this track, so starting position and grid position and your pit stop strategies just matter that much more. Kind of like in Monaco, right? Like if you're not starting in a appropriate pace on the grid, like likelihood of you winning without something crazy happening is really low. So same thing here in Singapore, but it's an interesting race because there was some buzz going into it about what was happening with Daniel Ricciardo, who's the RB driver, so the kind of secondary team for Red Bull. And I'd love to toggle to the next topic here, but there was this really quick. I was gonna try and explain this in like NFL terms or another sport, but to be honest, I've not seen something like this done in a very long time. Yeah. Daniel Ricciardo has been a driver. He's a veteran on the grid. He's won not championships, but he's won multiple races. He had a really well-known Monaco win. He is a face of Formula One, and to me, one of the most commercial drivers on the grid. He loves Austin. He loves Texas. I think he has a house in Texas. Like, he's a huge advocate for F1 here in the United States. He's Australian, but he still like has this like country boy tie to Texas. I don't know what it is. Incredibly commercial, very well liked. I've never heard anybody speak negatively about him. And this race, there's a lot of buzz going into it that this might be his last race. And like, I've not seen an official announcement anywhere. Like, this has not been teased. I mean, there's a lot of talks about who's going to take that second seat at RB, but no one was really saying, hey, Danny's out at Singapore. In fact, I think I talked more about Sergio being replaced before, at Red Bull before somebody like Ricciardo.
For sure. So
Ricciardo finishes this race in, honestly, the last finishing place, but he's highly emotional. Everyone's saying, thank you, Daniel, crying on camera. Daniel's crying. And I'm like, there has yet to be an official statement from any of these teams to say, hey, that he's one, kicked off of our team, or two, that we're taking him. Yeah. So it's this very strange goodbye to Daniel in Singapore ahead of his favorite race, which is Austin coming up. And I just have never seen anything like that. Like, every driver who's had many years on track and some success gets a goodbye, gets some sort of ceremony, gets any type of acknowledgement.
Yep.
But I have a bone to pick with Formula One, and whoever's managing PR over at Red Bull and the RB teams, like, you're in trouble with me, because this was not the way to say goodbye to one of the most celebrated and commercial and just in general, like, most positive drivers on the grid for the community, for F1, for the sport.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like he pissed off the wrong person or people, or some people that he pissed off know some people in powerful places, right? Yeah. And he's not getting that preferential treatment that, the typical faces of a sport might get, because at one point he was a pretty well-known cat, and winning races and pretty competitive, right?
He was pretty competitive. He had a rough couple of years. He's not won a race in a while, but he hasn't also had a super competitive car. There's been a lot of things kind of against him. And I just felt like there was more opportunity to actually replace Sergio Perez in the Red Bull with Danny Ricciardo, because Sergio hasn't been performing either. If Ricciardo's, it's this easy for them to can him. Everybody who doesn't have a signed deal for next year should be on high alert, because I feel like it was pretty ruthless, like the approach that and for somebody, he's really like, I don't know how to describe, like, he's just sweet. Like, he's so nice to everybody. On camera, you could tell he was visibly upset, and I just feel like what a fumble for F1 to not use this as an opportunity to actually celebrate him. Let him race in Austin. Like, that's the next race. They have a 4-week break until the American GP or the US GP, which is in Austin at the Circuit of the Americas. That's his favorite. Like, they almost make it kind of about him. Yeah. So to ask him before that, I mean, am I going to boycott the Austin GP?
Well,
I might.
I'm cool with his counterpart, his former teammate, because he came here to Dallas, right? For the Red Bull run. So
yes.
Danny Rick wasn't here in Dallas, so I don't know if I can support him like that now. But I know he was one of the main characters on the Netflix series, right? Like in the first series that came out in one of the episodes or some of the episodes.
He's well known for encouraging the team principal when he won. Like he said, "Hey, if I win a race, I want you to get a tattoo." And so he's actually had multiple team principals get tattoos after a win. So he's just a personality. He's got a great brand associated with him. And I mean, people just love to watch him race. So I don't know. I'm trying to like make a comparison. I don't really know if I have a good one for this, but just imagine like America's sweetheart player just getting shown out through the back door and really not being celebrated or acknowledged.
I've got one. Barry Bonds. How about that? How about Barry Bonds?
Okay. Controversial, but okay. Controversial, but okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, just literally escorted out the back door, no acknowledgement, no ceremony. Like everyone, he was.
Or Des Bryant. We can go with Des Bryant.
Okay, Des. Who was the Cowboys player who left and then came back?
Zeke.
They did like this whole no, big white guy that doesn't help him. This was a couple years ago. They did this whole thing. What is his name? He's now a coach somewhere, like for high school. I don't know. They did this whole thing for this player leaving. That team was crying. Everyone was upset. He came back the next year. He didn't totally retire. He was like, I'll come back.
Yeah. I know Cooper Rush did it, but I don't know who else. I have no idea.
I can't remember his name.
You gonna make me go look up some folks,
I am picturing his big old head. He's like a Texas guy. He lives here in Texas still. It'll come to me. But it was kind of like they made a bigger deal about, these players that you see it all the time, like celebrating players, saying goodbye to them. Do you remember when they did Zeke came to play at AT&T and they did like a montage for him? I'm like, he's not dead. He's the enemy now. Yep. He plays for another team.
Or like Elvis Andrews coming back to retire with the Rangers type deal.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't love how they handled it. I think that it was, I don't know. Part of me is like, I saw some rumors that maybe they didn't announce it because they don't want viewership to suffer for Austin because they know how important Ricardo is to like the country lore of Texas. Like it's just so weird. He's like become the face of this race. Someone said, well, maybe they don't want to announce because they don't want to ruin that race. I'm like, you already have. Like F1 lets fans vote driver of the day, and it's typically someone who is kind of like miscongeniality. It might not be the winner. Sometimes it is, but it's sometimes someone who showed, I don't know, perseverance in the race, someone who did something controversial. It's rarely somebody who's at the back of the grid. But Danny won driver of the day, so I think the fans are in on it. There's all this buzz. There's way too much noise for Formula One or one of these teams not to acknowledge that this was actually his last race. Here's my wish. I don't think it's gonna come true, but my wish is this is one big, really wild PR play, and that he's gonna come and get signed. Like they're gonna act Sergio, they're gonna put him in a Red Bull seat, and they're gonna let him race at Austin. Like part of me feels like if they did that, I would be like, wow, that's actually brilliant. This worked.
Because he was part of the RB team, right? He wasn't on the Red Bull team, right?
Yeah, he's not with Max and Sergio. He's kind of like the feeder team. Kind of like how Williams is another team for Mercedes. Like they'll share drivers. Same energy here.
Who has the bigger following, Sergio or Danny?
I think Danny. Because of his just amount of time in the sport, he's been a well-known face for years. Yeah. Sergio has a massive international presence, obviously a big one in Mexico. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of reach. But I think commercially more valuable to the sport was Daniel Ricciardo over this time. Yeah. So I do think, though, in terms of driving, I don't really think I can make an apples-to-apples comparison unless I see Daniel Ricciardo in the same car as Sergio.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just battle it out. When people in high school used to just go fight in the parking lot, and then you'd be like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
We would just fight it out. Like, all right.
Let Max take a weekend off. Get away from the game for a little bit since he hadn't got a win in a while. Maybe he just needs to get away from it, not think about it, or go get some reps in on his VR video game.
Yeah. And then just fight it out, and then we'll decide who wins. They can have the seat. I don't know. Do something interesting, Let's do a mini sprint race for Sergio and Daniel Ricciardo to
hey, they can do it in Dallas. It could be a Red Bull run, like for something.
Exactly. We'll have them run down Harry Hines.
hey, they might come up. They might pull up with something at the finish line, you know? Have a little...
We'll be over there, waving our flags. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing is very interesting to me. Sports are so cutthroat, right? Like, I don't know. I've watched a lot of Hard Knocks, and you know how they bring them into the room to cut them from the squads, and they build you up, and then they cut you out. And I just feel like what a real world thing, right? Like with work or anything is that idea that you don't have a guaranteed spot, and that's I guess that's what happened to Danny. He didn't perform, he didn't do what he needed to do, and somebody obviously was very bothered.
Hey, we called it a revolving door. Pitchers, oh my goodness! If you can't come in and throw strikes, bruh, like I don't even. There's so many pitchers I played with, I still don't know their name. There was no point in learning it, unless they came in throwing strikes. It just is what it is, and that's how it goes. That revolving door is serious. But we have we're about to start the fall break now. Like I didn't realize the fall break was coming too.
Yep, they have a fall break. They do a little bit of their North American play here, so they'll go to Austin in October and then Mexico City. We're deep in the second half here, so there's still quite a bit to go. They'll race up until November, December, and I expect to see some personnel changes. There have already been some announcements that some of the strategy team from Red Bull actually is over at McLaren now. I expect to see some changes. I think there's going to be this weird down. Remember the last time we had a break, there was some downtime. There were a lot of rumors swirling. It's like, where's Carlos Sainz going? Who's going to fill these extra seats? Who's going to take Mercedes? So I think downtime leaves a lot of room for interpretation and gossip to start. What I really hope to see, though, are some clear answers on what the hell is happening with Danny Ricciardo. Where is he going to go? Hey, you know what? If it's not F1, do you know who would crush in NASCAR? Danny Rick. Danny Rick would kill in NASCAR. So if he's not going to be an F1 driver, I hope he's on some grid somewhere. I think he could absolutely be an incredible NASCAR driver. And our friend Logan Sargent actually is going to be doing some IndyCar testing since he got axed from F1. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see some cool announcements come out.
Wow, some IndyCar. Okay. So some crossover taking place possibly. And hey, last time we had a break like this, we got news of other big things taking place, right? Other drivers going, getting seats. What's my guy for who got the seat in the last break?
Carlos announced the Williams transition he'll
that was it. That was it.
That was a big one, and then
the Williams seat.
There was other big announcements.
Well, of course,
the biggest buzz.
Yeah, I'm saying just during that last break that Williams seat was taken. Maybe Red Bull is. I was thinking it's possible that Red Bull might let that gentleman go. But when you said that Sergio Perez had a massive presence in Mexico, I was like, all right, that's not it. Because especially down here, in this area. But
things.
Sorry, man, I got people calling my phone, trying to mess me up. Can you hear me? CY? Yep, sorry about that. Someone just called me all in my ear.
Who's calling you?
But yeah,
we should do a live answer. Hello?
Yeah.
Bring him onto the show.
Goodness. Like, what's going on? But I didn't mean to answer. That was an accident. I was just trying to hang up. But anyway. No, it's pretty cool, man. We'll see what happens, It will be cool, like you say, if Danny Rick, right, gets a spot down there with Red Bull. And will you be at the Austin race this year?
I'm hoping for it. I got a really cool invite to go last year with AWS, and
nice.
That was really super last minute. So I'm kind of banking on maybe that happens again. I haven't made a big effort to try and be there. I'm just too busy hanging out with Shaq. I was telling you guys that.
Yeah, man, Shaq Diesel.
I saw our man Shaquille, and I told him about the show, and I was like, "Hey, if you're not too busy DJing,
come check us on out. We can we'll have a nice little interview with you, Shaq. We love you down here, baby.
Yeah, Shaq is a guy about giving back. You know,
philanthropist.
He always helping somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I look. He's ambitious, man. He's done everything he wants to do in life, and he owns a ton of businesses now. He's a DJ. He's been a cop. He's been a genie. Like, dude is off the chain. That's all I'm saying. I'm a fan.
He almost has done as many things as I have. See why?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't doubt it.
He's about to catch up with all.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but now, see why this has been another amazing episode of the First Lady F1 over here on Noonish, per Noonish. What's going down with you? But nah, you're off the chain, man. I don't gotta say too much more. When's our next race? What's the next race date?
Literally like a month from now. So the next exact date I'll tell you it's the Austin race, and it is on
October 22nd. 18th?
18th through 20th is the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my birthday weekend, so it's going down.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are we doing?
But no, it's been great, CY. Thank you so much again. Yes. First Lady of First Lady of F1.
First Lady of
Noonish
CY
Sports,
too, either one.
Noonish
Okay,
Sports
love
and
y'all.
Tech.
Bye.
Christiana Yebra.
All
Bye-bye.
right,
We'll
see
see
you
you
later. Much
later.
love, CY.
Yeah, man. Miss CY in the building.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, man. I hope
Yeah.
y'all enjoy that every week like I do, man. She is off the chain. Got me up on Sunday mornings watching F1.
Yeah.
I ain't faking the funk. It's really what it is.
Hey,
around
I'm
here.
just gonna tell you straight up. She gonna bring some information that Unc has no clue about.
Yeah, every time.
I mean, and it's good because not that I don't. It's always good to learn something.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
when
it
she's
is.
talking, I'm listening because what she's talking about, I know nothing about.
Nothing. And I can't contribute much,
Yeah.
but other than what I saw that day.
All I can do is shake my head and say, "You're right."
Yeah, I saw some Netflix episodes, but hey, when I went to that Red Bull run in Dallas, like I'm telling you, it was tens of thousands of people out there.
Oh yeah,
with Red Bull racing gear.
Oh yeah,
and they looked like they was from all kinds of countries. It was a wild situation.
Man, when you go to events that, because I went to a couple of NASCAR events.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, man, it's way more off the chain than a football game.
Absolutely.
Anything. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, the only NASCAR event I went to, I was in college, and we had to do volunteer work, and I got Robbie Knievel's suite.
Oh, okay.
So I was up there. Them boys was going up there to Waka.
Hey,
you ever had Tawaka before?
I have saw it. Instead of vodka?
No, it's like a tequila. So I don't know what
it
is.
But it's clear, right?
It's brown.
Brown? Okay,
this was
well,
brown I was looking at.
Hey, well, no, it may be different, but no, I haven't had it.
Yeah, no, I don't want it neither because them boys was gone off that drink. That boy Knievel did a jump before the race started, and it came up there. They was crunk, and I'm talking. I was just serving drinks up. I thought I was going to get a big tip that night. Because I kept pouring heavy.
Boy, they give you nothing.
Oh, hey, they gave me a little something.
But yeah, but it wasn't nothing like you thought it was.
No, I thought, good conversation. Doing all the things. I had hitting all the cues to make sure they pad them pockets. But they let your boy down. That's all good.
Oh, yeah.
It was still a good time, though.
Oh, yeah.
A great story. But yeah, it's like jumping into another planet, another experience you've never done. I like doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, me too. Well, like I said,
Yeah. But yeah, man, let's go on and jump into these topics, starting with Tupac warned us, huh? Tupac tried to warn us.
Hey.
On the back of that Machiavelli album. It looked like he got Diddy in a tutu.
Yeah, man. These people been knowing what's going on, man. People been knowing what's going on. And it just got to the point to where somebody said enough is enough, or it's time to bring this one down.
Yeah, man.
That's all.
Man, come to find out.
Everything run its course.
Yeah.
Everything run its course, and everything got its time frame. And when your time is up, no matter, your time is up, and if you're doing, this is what I try to tell people that's doing all this wrong stuff.
Yeah.
That's not a career.
Yeah.
It's an adventure. It's just different. It's different from the Army. The Army is not an adventure. Mm-hmm. It's a career. This is opposite.
Absolutely.
This is an adventure, not a call. When you try to make a career out of illegal activities, you go into jail.
You want to know what I want to know? I've been thinking about. Who did Cat Williams talk to? Because I'm talking the first week of January when that interview came out. He said, 2024, your time is up. And he called him out. The one name he did say was Puff Daddy. Puffy, your time is up.
Yeah.
And all you other people lying and been doing all this crazy stuff behind the camera, your time is up. I wonder who Cat Williams talked to, because it seemed he was.
Cat Williams might have a connection with Cat Williams is way more intelligent than people give him credit for, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know who he talked to or whatever, and then he may have just been knowing that sometimes, it's just time is up.
Yeah.
He may have knew. And then he may have knew that somebody was getting ready to say more than they had ever said before. I don't know what Cat Williams knew.
Yeah.
But and just according to like they say in the hood, word on the street here that there's a whole lot of other people shaking in their boots.
Yeah.
Because everything is on videotape, and this is the whole thing. It's so many people that can tell you, oh, I went to a Diddy party, this and that. So if you didn't try to stop it, you may be complicit.
Yeah. Man, so it's like he was incriminating himself. And now this young lady, Thalia Graves, then came out, and saying that he and one of his former bodyguards raped her on film and started selling it as a porno. And she's been trying to get in contact with him. And first of all, she was humiliated by the whole situation. And I don't know, we wasn't there. We don't know what was talked about prior to.
Yeah.
But the way that this young lady has responded and the way she's acting is, it wasn't agreed upon and it would go down like that. Saying that, she was drugged through a beverage and woke up,
Oh, yeah,
getting,
all of these. Yeah. All of that stuff don't necessarily have to be agreed upon. But something egregious is going to happen because of the situation you're in.
Yeah.
Seem like you should, but I don't want to go down that road. But I'm not trying to blame the victim. But
Joseph Sherman, I think, was the bodyguard, because I know he's got several bodyguards, and I don't want to, get him confused.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know which one, but they all going down. And like I say, if they did what they say he did, he deserved to go down, and good riddance while you're down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And then they said that and that's just a horrible situation. I don't know if you've read about that or what that case is about. But that's some, you got to have some evil spirits in you to do that to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, yeah. And then all of these young boys that he,
Justin Bieber's messed up right now.
Yeah, all these young boys, I'm going to say it like this. I don't know what they did, but they were waking up in the bed together. Him and Usher, and just all this stuff is just terrible, man.
Yeah, and then I'm wondering, how much, what punishment is he really getting right now, right? Because evidently he's in the same cell as Sam Bankman-Fried, that guy that had that cryptocurrency fraud.
Yeah, well,
first took all those cash down.
First off, he's not in
general population.
General population.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. He's not in general population.
Yeah, they say him and Sam Bankman-Fried are like bunking up with a couple other people in their dorm style.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Cell. Whatever, holding
away
whatever.
From everybody else.
That's crazy, but they saying he on suicide watching, all kinds of stuff, man. And I hate that for him, but man, like he got them skeletons, and it's only
Uncle's a little different.
It's a lot going on with that situation.
Uncle's like this. Whatever bed you made lying in, I don't feel bad for him or nothing.
Man, I'm telling you.
He made that bed, he lying in it. That's just because of all the problems that Uncle had. Yeah. He had to deal with them. Yeah. And that is what it is. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Should've, you can't, you gotta, everything come to the light?
Yeah. Everything in the dark gonna sooner or later come to the light. Bro. And why you think nobody know, the only person that you fooling is yourself, because everybody know.
Yeah.
I seen the deal on Mike Tyson when he was on the Arsenio Hall show. Arsenio Hall been off TV 25 or 30 years, and Mike Tyson took P. Diddy's hand and moved it off his leg.
Yep.
And then P. Diddy put his hand real close up under Mike Tyson's leg. Then Mike Tyson moved his hand and then scooted up.
Yeah.
Scooted up.
Yeah.
And then kind of looked at him like,
bro,
say, man, stop
relax
that, man.
when you get knocked out, bro. Around here, messing with me.
Absolutely.
I ain't that dude for that, But yeah, man, Tupac Wonders, man, on the back cover, man, he got, y'all just go check out that Machiavelli cover on the backside and see what you see, man. But evidently this ain't nothing new and this ain't no secret.
No, ain't nothing new.
This is a well-known situation that's been taking place for a long time, and man, like it sucks because in hip hop he was one of those dudes that has been the face over the past 30 years. One of them, it's a producer, not necessarily talent, but he MTV, like he been all over the scene. Representing the East Coast.
Girl walk around there.
You right.
They're up in here on their own wheel.
You right about
Free
that.
wheel. No, that's a whole different.
That's two different
things.
things.
Don't put a Hugh Hefner in there.
Okay.
Hugh Hefner is a player from Mahale.
Yeah.
And it's different, but no, Hugh Hefner always had the news media and everybody up in his freak out.
And don't mistake what I just said for trying to, say anything is okay with that, because it ain't.
No.
It's all wrong and it's all bad.
Grown women under their own consent, making big money, walking around, and they love it.
Yeah, with their bunny ears on.
Hey, because one thing about this,
and that Hooter shirt.
I ain't mad at Hugh Hefner at all. You know, guy. Hey, not so much.
Hey, because of Hugh Hefner, I learned what's the Oscar, what's it called? The Oscar, the neck piece.
The ascot.
Ascot.
Oh yeah.
I learned what an ascot was because of Hugh Hefner,
absolutely.
man. Playboy, what's going down? But yeah, we're gonna keep this thing moving.
Hey man, if you got there, see something, say something. Somebody come in the live chat.
Yeah, man. If you see something, say something, man. We over here just hanging out, having a great time. And
now we finna get to our real subject we talk about.
And about to
sports.
get to the business.
We're finna get to the sports. So come on in, talk your ish, so we can talk some ish back with you.
Those Dallas Cowboys and those Baltimore Ravens here at AT&T Stadium this week. So, and Bubba Dub said something for real. He said, man, New Orleans came in here and put some of that voodoo on them streets when they was playing that music after the game.
Hey,
got us playing like trash out here right now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. Voodoo, they got a remedy for that too.
Yeah.
It's all kind of stuff. Go out Palestine, Texas. They got a lady down there.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Hey, yeah, I know, but it didn't have nothing to do with that. It had to do with coaching. No, it had to do with general managing, coaching, and player ownership. Nobody is effort, accountability, all that. Nobody's taking any of that seriously in Dallas.
Yeah,
that's the way. When I say nobody, Jerry, Mike McCarthy, because this is one of the things that really chapped my hide. Mike McCarthy stood right there and said, "Oh yeah, Thursday we had a bad practice Thursday."
Man,
you're supposed to stop that. Soon as you see things ain't going right, you got to stop the practice and ask them what. I mean, y'all just
what
got
drugged.
For?
You wasting my time and yours.
And you just got drugged by New Orleans and you ain't practicing good.
Yeah.
They say you done heard that. I done heard that several times this week. They had a bad week of practice last week. What the hell y'all doing?
And see, the thing about college and pro, like in college, we can take your name off your jersey, dog.
Yeah.
I can do something.
Hey, man, we did that in high school. Coach, hold up.
Yeah, man.
This is not how we practice.
We starting over.
This is Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
You got a game Friday.
Yeah.
Y'all do this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Friday, you're gonna get
But
drugged.
see, they got so many CBA, or was it the rules, collective bargaining agreement rules, like where they can only practice for so long. See, back in the gap,
but this is
it's like, hey, we ain't leaving till we get it right.
But this is the whole thing. If I got you for, I think, practice 2.5, 3 hours, guess what, man? We doing everything fast. And we're doing it till we get it right.
Reps.
Okay, rep.
Nobody walking.
Yeah, nobody walking. When you leave here, run over there.
Yeah.
Because we got to get a lot done in a short time, man.
Yeah. See, one thing I did appreciate that I saw Colorado doing, right? The week they played, who was that? They played a couple weeks ago. They had a fast-paced offense.
Yeah.
Somebody they played. Anyway, what they did, they set up for the defense, for the first team defense, they set up 2 offenses.
Yeah.
As soon as one play got done, the other
Run
one was
over
up.
there,
Yeah, man.
Or the other offense run on the field.
They had to get going. Yeah, and
Or
kept
else
it rolling.
Kept
them rolling. Just
Kept
like
them
that,
rolling,
you know.
yeah.
So, and prepared them boys. You know, I don't know what type of preparation is going on. I'm not speaking down on Mike McCarthy's game. I wasn't at the last game, but I did get the invite. But I had a birthday party to attend up.
Yeah. Hey,
And I will be the next one, but I ain't speaking down on Mike. So everybody else, y'all need to get it together, man. Hold each other accountable.
Hey, I don't like nothing about the Cowboys. The coach, the quarterback, the receivers, and this the whole thing.
You finally came around on Dak.
Huh?
Hey, no more that Dak and Lamar. No more that Dak and Lamar comparison.
He ain't did nothing but beat Dallas.
He beat him.
Yeah. So hey, that ain't nothing right home.
I know the score was close, but the game wasn't.
Yeah, I know it. But this thing, Lamar beat Josh Allen this week.
I hope he does.
And this is the
so
thing.
After he beat Josh Allen, what you gonna say?
And this is the thing. It's still gonna until he do it in the playoffs, because this is the thing. Lamar lost 2 games. He had a critical turnover in each one of those first 2 games.
Absolutely.
That's my knock on Lamar. I ain't never said Lamar couldn't play.
Yeah.
Here's my issue is you don't deliver in the big game. That's my issue with Lamar.
Yeah.
And then my issue with Dak is I would have never gave him the first contract, so I wouldn't have never gave
not
him
good.
the second
Your
contract.
issue with Dak is that he's
and
not
I wouldn't
good.
have gave, and I told you that when the year started, I wouldn't have gave I would have let all of them play their contract out.
All them C's and D's that Tom Brady was giving on them throws, he wasn't even talking about CD Lamb.
No, he wasn't.
CD. CD, C plus, D minus, D plus, C minus,
absolutely.
C minus, D
But the
minus,
same
D plus, D.
The
C.
only thing,
Every throw for Dak was a C or a D, man, and that's what I've been saying.
The only thing,
accuracy is a real thing.
The only thing that Dallas is not doing this year that they did last year, and the defense is playing so sorry they're not even holding them to 3 and keep themselves on the field. They just going down the field every time. CD when I start nitpicking on guys, I start nitpicking on them. CD, just like last year, I say he got a lot of balls hit his hand. Sunday he had 2 balls that hit his hand, and he had a fumble
in the red zone.
Yeah, so why are you fussing?
Yeah, no doubt.
Why are you fussing?
I understand that though.
And then when I started nitpicking, I went back and I went to 2023. CeeDee Lamb was number 3 in wide receivers and fumbles. Yeah. And the only 2 receivers of any worth of salt that I saw on that list was him and Diggs. I didn't see no Metcalf. I didn't see no Hill. I didn't see no Jamar Chase. Yeah. I didn't see Justin. I didn't see none of them on that fumble list, but him and Diggs, the 2 that complained the most and all that. So I'm just saying, CD is a good receiver, but I wouldn't have gave him that. To me, you don't deserve to be the number 2 receiver in the league.
I would have given it to him because I feel like CD is our number 1 option on offense.
But just because you're the number 1 option, that don't make you a number 1 receiver.
I think he's a number 1 receiver
because.
But I also feel that his quarterback doesn't give him enough true opportunities. He did drop a couple balls, but how many balls did Dak not put on him or get close to him? On that pass interference in the end zone, if Dak just throws a good ball, it's a touchdown.
Okay, but the one was in his hands. He fumbled that. I mean, he had that and running.
No doubt. He made that mistake. No doubt.
And then I turn on Seattle game.
Yeah.
And then I see DK Metcalf take the ball from the DB and run for a touchdown. I see them take 2 balls from the DB. Well, I didn't watch the whole game. Watch 1 quarter. I turn over that DK Metcalf.
They got a quarterback up there in Seattle. Geno Smith since he been in Seattle, he been lights out. We don't got a quarterback down here. Okay. You know, Geno Smith will hit a dude in stride. Dak won't. I saw so many quarterbacks on Sunday hitting dudes in stride.
But this is the thing. The passes I'm talking about wasn't hit in stride. DK Metcalf took it from the DB.
Oh, yeah.
And then, did you see that?
Yeah.
He took it from it and then ran for a touchdown. I see Jamar Chase doing that. I see Justin Jefferson. I see Tyreek Hill and them doing special stuff. I don't see CD doing that.
But how often?
That's just me.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Huh? I mean, I see him doing special stuff. That's why he's leading the league in yak. He gives maximum effort when he gets the ball. Now, he made a mistake having the ball too low and not securing the ball after the catch, knowing somebody's behind him, trying to make him. Sometimes you got to catch that rock and
did the same thing last year.
And secure it and keep going forward.
He did the same thing last year. That's why he was one of the top receivers that fumbled the most.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb was number 3.
But it's not because of lack of effort, though, is what I'm saying. Like, matter of fact, it might be because he's trying to do too much, if anything.
It doesn't matter how it happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
The fact is that it happens.
I agree with you.
That's
100%.
all I'm saying. And to me, Dallas don't have no top tier players in their position, including Michael Parsons.
As a player, though, and I'm not excusing his fumbles on, but as a player, when you feel like I might not get the ball in my hands too much because this dude can't ever hit me, so when I do have my opportunities and you maxing out trying to do a lot, like he's trying to score right there. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't the first receiver that
absolutely.
had a bad quarterback.
I agree with you.
I just seen Brandon Marshall.
I agree with you.
He got 14,000 yards.
And Brandon Marshall made some crucial mistakes and had some crucial fumbles at times.
But I ain't never seen him on the ground kicking like a little.
No, I ain't
don't even
that.
let me say baby because I was finna say another B word. I'm gonna say baby because I was finna say another B word.
But that play was on a pass interference.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
man. You act out.
He wasn't acting out on the pass interference. He was acting out on the bad ball that should have been a touchdown.
Didn't nobody act out when he fumbled? He had some bad plays.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I ain't disagreeing with you, but
I'm just pointing out.
A lot of it has to do. We're seeing his frustrations with his quarterback come out. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And he's got to be frustrated with himself first and foremost, and I'm sure he is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be acting out like that and be the one making the mistakes.
Solve your own problems before you worry about somebody else.
And that's how a team wins championships.
Yeah,
when they hold themselves accountable
and their teammates.
Exactly.
But first thing, you can't hold me accountable when you're not accountable.
Yeah, do your job. Do your job first.
Because right now, the Cowboys have no player that can go up to the other one and say, you ain't doing your job and I am.
And that's why D-Law and Michael Parsons had to spat on the bench.
Yeah.
Because Michael Parsons over here talking smack. Meanwhile, we ain't seeing him make no plays. No. Like, where are you, Michael Parsons?
So D-Law went up to him and told him, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear it. Because I seen, and this is honest truth, D-Law didn't make no lot of plays, but I did see D-Law hustling. I seen D-Law two times, 20, 30 yards downfield, and Michael Parsons done stop.
Yeah.
And then one time, Michael Parsons said his superpower is his speed. Then I seen Overshawn run past him, chasing a guy, and then he stopped.
Yeah, that was in the first game against the Browns.
No, that was against what's the name?
Overshawn been doing that a lot.
Yeah, he did that against New Orleans too. He done ran past Parsons. And Parsons, I thought that was your superpower. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And like I said, Michael Parsons spend too much time doing what we doing right now, talking on podcasts. You need to be in the gym or on the field or doing something else besides talking.
Yeah, what up, Trip?
What's up?
What's going down, man? We ain't see you on the chat on the screen, but I got it on my phone right now. So yeah, we back up, man. What's going down, Trip? I'm gonna type it in this thing. I think YouTube want to see us interacting, you know. But these like I said, these Cowboys, and then after seeing Jaden Daniels, and we'll get to him in a second. But man, hey, this Cowboy season looking worse and worse if they don't get it figured out. You figure after eight seasons. 3 seasons with McCarthy now? 4? How many years you been here?
I think this is 4.
He been here long enough for him and Dak to be on the same page, and they're not. Dak still look like he can't run an offense. Tom Brady was saying that this is a Dak run offense right now. And if that's the case, bro, you got to run it better than what you're doing. You got to get your pre-snap reads a lot better.
And I'm going to say it like this. If this is a Dak run offense, that's a Mike McCarthy problem because Dak ain't did enough to run no offense. How you going to run offense?
He's been here 7 years. What other quarterback do you know in the organization been there for 7, 8 years that's not running the offense? What other one do you know that's not? So that's an expectation. He should be running the offense at this point.
But if you ain't doing it, for damn, but I don't care.
Well, give him $260 million to run the offense.
I said I would have gave it to him in the front.
I wouldn't have gave him exactly.
I wouldn't have gave him I wouldn't even gave him the 180 of whatever he got last time.
I wouldn't
have gave him that.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't have gave him that money. I wouldn't have gave CD that money. And Michael Parsons coming up, I'm not gonna give you no lot of money.
Come on over to the good side, man. Cowboy fans, if you're fed up and you're tired of it. Come on over to the good side, man. Come back home to the Dallas Texans, and let's root the Dallas Texans to come on back home. They can beat the Dallas Chiefs when they get here, But come on over to the good side if you want to root for an organization that cares about winning, that has good coaches that are scheming up plays to put their playmakers in position to make plays, right? Has a good eye for a quarterback and a coach that'll make a decision when to take a dude out and put a starter in. Right, because I see the future in this kid. Yeah. But he can actually play though. Right? Sign the right people to $500 million deals. I'm like Suge Knight at the Source Awards. Come on over if you don't want your owner dancing all in the videos, in front of the camera after the game.
Hey, but Dallas got so many problems. And
come on over to the good side.
And this is just the start. Dallas got a lot of problems. And like anytime something is consistently bad, starts at the top. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about that later, too.
Yeah, that's it.
Talk about that later.
That's it, man. But, before we get to that, there is a game this Thursday night on Prime, Amazon Prime it is. We have your Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Right? Did the Giants get a win this weekend?
Yeah, I think the Giants is 1-2. They got to they got to win. I don't know if it was this week. It seemed like it was this week.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they beat.
Yeah.
Because the Commanders
I know the Commanders got to win on Monday night, and we're going to talk about that in a second as well.
Yeah, because they 2-1, I think.
Yeah, they 2-1. We're right now. So the Giants lost because we're in third place right now behind the Commanders and the Eagles.
Oh, okay. Right. The Giants lost. The Giants are 1-2, and we 1-2, and the Eagles and the Commanders are 2-1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And this past week, the New York Giants, they lost. No. They beat the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
So they lost 2 games before this past week.
So that's even a bigger indictment on Cleveland.
Exactly.
So that 1-1 we got is horrible.
Yeah.
We thought Cleveland was a decent team, and they're not.
No.
And they're not.
No, but I mean they only gave up 21 points. So Cleveland lost 21-15 to the Browns. To the Giants this past weekend. And
it's worse and worse on Deshaun Watson over there every week.
Yeah, it is. That's not a good thing right there.
That's what and this is my whole thing. I have no doubt that Deshaun Watson is a decent quarterback.
Yeah,
but he ain't got no decent team.
So before we get to Deshaun, because we're gonna come back to him, what you think about this game Thursday night? And by the way, we are sponsored. You'll see in a second ago. Bet US is our partner, affiliate partner. I got the shirt on, man. I ain't gonna buy this thing. They sent it to me, so I don't want y'all thinking we just talking ish. We've been an affiliate of those guys for quite some time now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just haven't been pushing it, right? But we getting back to it though. Right, because putting our money where our mouth is.
If you want to make a bet, go over there.
Let's get this bread together.
Yeah, if you want to make a bet, go over there and scan that QR code.
Absolutely. So, but I mean, what is it going to take for the Cowboys to beat the Giants this weekend? Because the Giants are going to come with a stiff D line and some DBs back there.
What is it going to take for the Cowboys? First thing, they got to show up to the game.
Yeah, ready to play.
They haven't showed up yet, so they got to show up to the game. And they gotta want to, man.
We've been on the bully the Giants in these down years.
Well, I'm gonna say it.
They got some young talent out there, young Malik Nabors.
But those bully days are over. I mean, because even when we was bullying them, we wasn't. I mean, the teams like this wasn't coming in. New Orleans wasn't coming in and beating us like that.
Man,
when
I'm
we
telling
were
you.
bullying people.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, and then a whole lot of the Cowboys got a lot of problems because. That line, they looked decent against Cleveland, but it's been looking, that offensive line, just looking like we got 3 new starters up there.
Man, and our DB, Wan'dale Robinson, and I think we can have trouble because our secondary, 21, getting picked on by just about everybody. He ain't doing a bad job. He a young buck doing a pretty decent job.
But they got all day.
Yeah.
I don't care who you got.
And what's my boy number 6?
Wilson.
Yeah, man.
He been looking good with pressure.
Yeah, but he
don't have no pressure.
When he's in cut, he's not looking good against the run. Of course, he's a smaller, but he's a safe. He's got to come up and fill gaps at times.
Yeah.
Right? And he's running to the wrong hole. He's looking lost out there on the field. That touchdown up the seam the other day, Sunday, to Bateman.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is rolling out to his right. Bateman fakes a post corner. He fakes the post, gets here, and I'm talking Wilson turns all the way around.
Yeah.
Bro, why would he be running this direction if the quarterback is rolling out to his right? He's not running around over here, but he got you to bite on it.
Yeah.
And instead of staying open and moving his hips and being in a good back pedal where he can make that adjustment and go here, he turns back.
Yeah,
and as soon as he turns his hips,
turn his hips.
he was toast.
Yeah.
He was toast. So just stuff like that, man. Like, in order to be good, man, and we already talked about Michael Parsons and the lack of play we're getting from the line. Derrick Henry was running all over these boys. He was in the second level before they could do anything.
Yeah.
And on to the third level and see you later,
Derrick Henry had more yards on the Cowboys than he did his other 2 games combined.
Absolutely. A lot more. Probably almost doubled them.
Where he had 130 yards in 2 games, he had 150 against the Cowboys.
Yeah, season highs. Alvin Kamara, season highs.
Same thing. He got 140 yards on the Cowboys, but he ain't got but 260 altogether.
Yeah.
So all that's the man, the Cowboys.
And we're not even talking about Lamar Jackson and the production that he
and
put
then
out.
I'm going to say this too. The Dallas Cowboys, they are so undisciplined because I saw Lamar Jackson make one fake and move 5 guys.
Yeah. On that read option?
Yeah. 5 guys went one way when he made a fake to the right. All 5 of those guys went to the right, and now ain't nobody in front of him. I seen that happen 3 times. I'm like, I thought during the week that you say, you gonna spy on Lamar. You take Lamar. You take the halfback.
These are our assignments.
This is your assignment.
No
Even if he pitched the ball,
you
that's
still
your man.
Yeah, man.
They taught me that in our junior high school running the option. No matter if he pitch it or not, that's your man.
Yeah.
So why when he fake, half of the defense go take off running one way? And I said, man, and when I sit there and I saw number 50 do that, I said, man, I thought Leighton Vander Rich was gone. Running out the hole. Running out of the hole. You right where the man finna run and take off full speed to the left. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, they killed us. Lamar only threw for 182, but they ran for 274 as a team on us. Right? They had their running backs. Zay Flowers had one carry for 3 yards, which is solid. That means he had a reverse. It got stopped. They stayed home and made the play. But between Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Justice Hill, I mean, those guys averaged over 6 yards a carry. Derrick Henry averaged 6 yards a carry even. Lamar Jackson averaged 6.2 yards a carry. And Justice Hill averaged 6.6 yards a carry.
You just made a statement. You said that you didn't even see Derrick Henry get hit to the second and third level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never, ever. Okay, so when did you see Dallas running backs get hit?
Oh, immediately.
In the backfield.
Immediately.
In the backfield.
Yeah, immediately.
And they're talking about, ZK run. Who the hell can run with no blocking?
Exactly. Yeah, it was guys, man. It was dudes on their butts all game long.
Come on, man. Yeah,
Smith had probably his worst game.
Do you know what? Dalvin Cook don't want to come off injured reserve.
I'm telling you.
He don't want to because guess what? He ain't going nowhere either.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 and 3 people in the backfield.
You got to block. You got to block. You gotta have some blocking at least for a half a second.
And they talking
give a guy a chance.
Oh, Derrick Henry ran for this. Man, every time I seen Derrick Henry touch the ball, he didn't even get touched hardly until he was 8 yards down the field.
Zeke has 9 carries over the past 2 weeks. Rico Dowdle, because he had 6 last week, he had 3 this week for 6 yards. Rico Dowdle had 8 carries for 32 yards. But I understand because we falling behind so fast. But look, and this is the thing, and this is why I'm not giving our defense a complete pass.
I ain't giving them nothing.
But I'm saying this. First year defensive coordinator. Yeah, he been in Dallas before. He didn't have these guys, though. So I've never seen a defense just latch on to the defense. Typically in these situations, I'm sure they were counting on their offense to put points up this year.
You struggle this hard either, have you?
No, but Dan Quinn's first year, the defense was trash. And before Dan Quinn got here, remember, our defense was hot garbage. It was horrible. We was giving up the most passing yards a game, most rushing yards a game. We was bad before Dan Quinn got here. Dan Quinn came up here, righted the ship a little bit. But his first season was bad because they were still, it's guys out there thinking. They're not just out there playing right now. And you could tell. So I'm giving this for this first season that our new defensive coordinator is here, Mike Zimmer, at least for the first 8 games, I'm giving him a little bit of a pass.
Till these guys know what they're doing. Get trashed?
I'm going to give him 8 games. But, hey, our offense needs to be scoring more points. It's earlier in the game.
I'm going to go to the old country saying I said a couple of weeks ago, it ain't about the X's and O's. It's about the Billies and the Joes.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
It's about the Billies and the X's and O's.
They matter, though.
Yeah, they matter. But the Billies and the Joes, because I done seen 40 teams run the 46 defense, but 2 of them do it good.
Yeah.
And then do they know the 2 that did it good? And they have hell of a personnel.
Absolutely. The personnel got to match. And I feel like our personnel matches this style defense better than that 3-4. I feel that way.
So far, I can't tell.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are professional athletes. They've been playing football since they were 8 years old, and talking about a new scheme is bullshit to me. You practice for what was training camp and all that. You can't learn that if Lamar Jackson is your man, don't go for the fake, go for Lamar. You can't learn that in 12 weeks. You can't learn that in a week. Yeah. They've been telling them this since July.
But again,
they make it simple. They're making simple mistakes.
Lamar Jackson's special though. That's a different player. You really can't prepare for that dude.
Tyson Hill special. Tyson Hill special?
He had a pretty good.
Come on. Tyson Hill been in the league 11 years.
That was
the best game he'd had. Tyson Hill is not special. Don't start there.
He's pretty
Tyson
solid.
Hill is not special.
Justice Hill.
Tyson, the one from.
New
Orleans. He's not special.
No.
But he looked special the other week.
That's yeah, you're right about that.
That's all I'm saying. They making the average guys. Man, Alvin Kamara ain't ran like that since 2020 almost.
You're right.
And then, so they making average guys look special.
You're
and
right.
that ain't got nothing to do with no but the X's and O's. That's got something to do with the Billies and the sorry ass Joes.
Yeah. So what we gonna do about old Jerry though?
Man,
Jerry out here cock watching now.
Hey man, I'm gonna say
what we gonna do about Jerry, man? Measuring the man, looking at the man. You know that's how he got to the squad.
Well,
where that come from, huh?
I'm going to say it like this. Jerry is an owner. Jerry is rich. Jerry is of a certain ethnicity and a certain age. And I'm going to tell you like this. What he said about Dak Prescott, I felt just like I did when me and Yonta Pam had some properties down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we sold one of them. And I felt just like this here. When the guy said, what about your properties? I said, it's 4,200 square feet.
Yeah.
4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3-car garage. I started describing it like this. So you describing Dak Prescott as a piece of property. He's 6'4", 225. He got 9.5 inch hands.
Yeah.
His yang is such size. And that's what they used to do back in the old days. They would check your yang and your teeth. And all that. So Jerry sounded like a property owner, and he was talking like that was a piece of his property. That's just to me. That's the way I felt.
Yeah.
As a more mature black man, I felt like he was talking like that. Like that. That's the way they used to do Mandingo Warriors. When my guy's 6'4", weigh 280. What size is your Mandingo Warrior 6'5", 290? What size is a yin yang?
Yeah.
How many good teeth he got?
I'm just wondering, did Jamie Foxx not tell him he was on live? And I'm not excusing what he said.
First off, I'd be pissed off more if you said something like to me in private.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying.
Don't even talk to me like that, man.
But do you think Jamie let him know he was on live during that conversation? Because Jamie just
I don't know what kind of.
As soon as he said that, the whole live shut down.
Because I don't know
Instagram Live getting dudes in trouble right now.
Yeah.
Or exposed right now.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Let me tell you something. Uncle ain't got no IG, no Facebook. These old ass men, they stay off of this technology, man.
Well, it wasn't even Jerry's phone, though. It was Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx he was out there talking to Jerry.
But Jerry knew they was on IG. Jerry
know he was on IG?
Yeah, Jerry knew that.
I would hope so. I would hope that Jamie Foxx put that disclaimer out there,
Foxx just going to talk to Jerry and don't say, because when you talk to certain type of people, you got to let them know, say, man, you lied. You don't talk to billionaires and all these famous people and don't
let them know
what
anything.
They doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Jerry knows
absolutely, man.
And Jerry just got caught up. And I'm just trying to think, what kind of relationship does Jamie and Jerry have that you feel comfortable talking to me about another man's yin yang?
Saying that to Django.
Yeah.
Saying that to of all people. He said that to Django.
Yeah.
Django exposed that activity.
And the only reason that I think that you would do that is because you are comfortable talking like that.
Yeah. Oh, you've had that conversation before.
If you ain't talking like that to me, you're probably talking like that to Steven.
Yep.
Oh, Steven, he's 6'4", he this and that. Did you check his so-and-so?
Man.
I don't know who he talking to like that.
Yeah.
But he said it so smooth, that's not his first time talking like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that.
That's
not his first time.
I 100% agree with you right there. That is a very comfortable conversation.
Yeah. It came out too easy.
Came out way too easy. So who you got winning that game?
I'm just gonna pick the Cowboys because I'm from Dallas.
Oh, them boys. You got them.
I got them boys.
You got them boys. I'm gonna pick them boys too, man.
I mean, then we've been beating up on New York.
Gonna see.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been saying that, hey, if they lose in New York, we talking about 6-7 win season, man.
Yeah, man.
If they lose it.
I'm because I already saw Washington play, and if Jaden Daniels stays healthy, we talking about a 5-win season, 4 or 5-win season. Telling you that right now, just off my eyeballs and their effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now,
but I'm gonna be there.
If you just want to strictly talk about effort, we talking about a no-win season.
Yeah,
they got to get way more effort than even get 5 or 6.
Stop pointing the finger, man. Do your job. Stop pointing the finger, man.
Because every time you point the finger, look at that.
Yeah, you got 3 more pointing right back at you.
Yeah,
you know.
You the problem.
Absolutely.
Straighten out sweep around your front porch before you come sweep around mine.
Yeah, man. And if you're Jordan, you might have 4 pointing back at you because it's thumb. You can point back a little further.
Yeah. Hey, mine used to point back a little further, but I got it. Further, you know, it's been damaged before, so it don't go quite.
That's them 90-degree thumbs.
Yeah,
I'm talking about them thumbs out there. But we're gonna keep this train moving along, man. So you know, there's a lot more going on in the NFL than the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't know if you got a chance to see. San Francisco also took an L this week. They're 1-2, but they have several guys injured. So Brock Purdy didn't earn his check. He started out looking like he was going to earn his check.
Well, you know, this the whole thing.
Brandon Ayuk definitely didn't earn his check.
These guys, all that about these guys can carry a team. Can't nobody carry no team by yourself.
Yeah,
you
no doubt.
Have some help.
No doubt.
I don't care who they are.
No doubt.
So Brock Purdy, you earning your check now, and you gonna play great, and y'all still gonna lose some more games because you ain't got enough help.
Yeah. He need a little. You know, Debo definitely. Debo seems to be the primary factor when he's out. Like nothing's riding him and Trent Williams, right? Ain't that the name? The lineman?
Yeah, Trent. Yeah, Trent big Trent Williams.
Yeah, that's the top paid offensive lineman.
Yeah,
that just bogarted himself into a bigger contract. I like that.
Oh yeah, he a bully.
Yeah, he a bully.
You know, he slapped Richard Sherman.
Yeah, he a big bully.
Yeah,
I like that though on my O line. I need my O lineman to be bullied.
Yeah.
Straight up all day and make sure my quarterback stay safe. Yeah, but no. So you know the Rams went out there and beat them boys, man. Big 1-5 had a big day. Brandon Ayuk did not for the 49ers, and you know the Rams they keep coming up with these like random receivers, man, and just keep producing.
Oh yeah,
look like they got another one this year. His name is I can't say his name. It sounds Japanese or something.
Yeah, it sounds.
But the boy called. I started looking for him in fantasy immediately, and no luck. He was already taken up. So well done by whoever grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? But then Monday night, I got a chance to watch young Jaden Daniels take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh yeah.
And you want to talk about a quarterback? Well, my boy had perfect numbers when he wasn't blitz at the time. I don't know if he finished the game like this, but at one point I believe he was like 9 for 9 when they didn't send the blitz.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Throwing dimes downfield to the sideline, hitting guys in stride.
Yeah.
Showing me what a quarterback should look like.
Who was he playing against?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati Bengals overrated.
They was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
That's 2 years ago. We talking about now.
I'm just saying they still got a squad out there.
They didn't even make playoffs last year, so it don't matter.
Cozy McHugh, what's going down, man? As a Commanders fan, beat them Cowboys. Hey, some of my best homies are Commanders fans, man. So those are some of my last manager, baseball manager. I wore a Cowboys jersey to a game on a Sunday, and he scratched me out the lineup. True story. You know what I'm saying? So, because he a Redskins fan. Commanders fan.
Yeah,
it is what it is. I needed a day off anyway, but it is what it is. You know?
Hey, my pastor at church is a Commanders fan, and he always got the mic. I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. He got the mic right now.
Yeah, he got the mic, but I got the mic right now.
Hey.
I mean, you know, and this is the whole thing about all of these teams, man. I've had such a rich history with all of them, man. You know, even though the Commanders has always been a rivalry for the Cowboys, you know, when they were playing other people, man, I was pulling for them.
And They look good right now. Yeah. No doubt. Like I like when Doug played for him, Doug Williams and Dennis Green and they didn't have several cats, man. They used to their D line was ferocious back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't just gonna sit here and say I'm a Redskins fan, but when they was going against the Bills, if they playing somebody else, I root for the East outside the Eagles.
And then back in those days, every team had somebody from Texas. So when they wasn't, I always pulled for Texas guys. Redskins had Charlie Taylor. He from Texas, man.
Yeah.
So I always.
Oh yeah. But this Jaden Daniels kid, what y'all did is go out and get you a quarterback, right? I didn't know what the big fuss was about when he won the Heisman last year because I watched some of his games early in the season. When
Oh yeah, Caleb won it the year before.
Yeah.
And Jaden
won it last year. And I saw some of his games at LSU early in the season when they were losing and struggling. He was learning new offense, new coach, all that good stuff. And I wasn't that impressed. And my homie Buck, he from down there, and he like, hey, that boy Jaden Daniels real. I'm like, Jaden Daniels, bro, you sure? The same cat that I saw that looked real unsure every time I watched him play. Like the kid, poise, accuracy, athletic, getting first downs and stepping out of bounds. Getting first downs and sliding. They said he hates to slide, but I saw him slide the other night.
But this is a whole
Getting away from pressure, got his eyes downfield. Hitting dudes in the chest.
It don't matter what you like doing or what you hate doing. It's what you need to do.
And he gets it done.
So doing what you need to do is more important than doing what you like to do.
Absolutely.
Or what you dislike to do.
And we're going to get to that later when we talk about Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, because Lamar needs to learn how to get down.
Oh,
that's Lamar Jackson needs to learn how to slide. Yeah, because he's trying to get every inch. He got to protect the asset. Yeah,
and that's what Jaden Daniels is doing very well.
Sometimes Lamar is his own greatest enemy because he's so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
that much athleticism is hard to.
Yeah, he always thinks that he can do something, and then and it's hard to realize. Okay, in this situation, I can't do nothing. Let me give it up. Yeah, and that's hard for somebody that's always doing something.
Yep, no doubt.
But I didn't even bring up. But I'm just saying, like you say, he's a rookie and he's already picked it up. Lamar, you gotta.
And let's not even talk about Dak because everything Dak doesn't do, he already showed he did at a high level against on Monday night in the bright lights against Joe Burrow, the former LSU quarterback. That's what his thing was. He was like, bro, I keep hearing Joe Burrow this, Joe Burrow that. I just wanted to beat him. He just wanted to beat him. He wanted to come out there and dominate Joe Burrow, and that's what he did. And I know he didn't play against Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow ain't on defense. Yeah. But he beat the team that he's quarterbacking for. Oh, yeah. And Cincinnati ain't no slouch. Them boys been pretty good recently. Now they got some things, some mess going on, and that's actually who the receiver plays for I was talking about. The Ionescu, whatever his name is. Yeah. That guy plays for Cincinnati. He doesn't play for the Rams. But the Rams still got young buck from last year out of Hawaii, the Hawaiian kid. But no, man, like, he went out there and competed and beat a pretty good team. They still got Jamar Chase. They still got T. Higgins. They don't have Joe Mixon no more. They 0-3 right now.
They 0-3, so they looking bad.
They 0-3, so hey, I say all that to say, hey, Dallas Cowboys, you can take them 2 wins if y'all don't start playing any better. Those are not 2 sure wins anymore. Is all I'm saying. Washington's defense wasn't that good. They still getting used to Dan Quinn's new defense over there, but they got an offense that can. There were no punts in that game the other night. 0.
No, I didn't even realize that.
No punts in that game.
Oh, okay. So that means wasn't nobody stopping nobody.
Hey, you got 2 good quarterbacks that can maintain the drive. Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Yeah, that's what that means.
No.
It's got to mean that.
I seen Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes play with some punts in that game.
Well, yeah, it's massive defense going on.
You got some elite quarterbacks.
Nobody was stopping nobody.
I'm going to say this. That was more of a defensive problem than it was great quarterbacking when you don't have no punts in the NFL.
I'm going to say Jaden Daniels is this year's C.J. Stroud. Is what I'm gonna say. Yeah. He's the one out the draft. Yeah. Like straight up. Yeah, he's the win. And Washington got him a quarterback.
But I still think
well done,
a
Magic
game
Johnson.
with no punch is more of a defensive problem than it is a great quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 2 good quarterbacks against average defenses. I'll say because Joe Burrow is a good quarterback, but like I say, he went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Last year he didn't make it because he didn't have enough help.
Yep. Well done, Magic Johnson on grabbing that guy now. It was another game on Monday night, and Josh Allen is like he got to be an early MVP right now, early season MVP. That boy is looking
overrated. He looking overrated. No,
not even close. What was it 47-10 against the Jags over Trevor Lawrence?
Man, if Josh Allen just cut down on some of his turnover, man, Josh Allen. I mean, even with the turnovers, he phenomenal.
I think he had 5 different dudes to score a touchdown the other night.
He always do.
Now the Diggs ain't there.
Yeah, now the Diggs ain't there crying and dropping passes and fumbling.
Yeah.
You know,
my young buck out of Florida State, Keon Coleman, on my fantasy squad, got him a touchdown, man.
Yeah.
He's spreading the ball around, and that's fun to watch a quarterback. You know, a quarterback in his zone when he start doing stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
you know, spreading that thing around the field like that.
You know, and when they voted Josh Allen the most overrated player, then I was like, that's just on. That's personal. That ain't on talent.
Yeah.
No way you're not gonna tell me that.
Yeah, man. No doubt. Now I appreciate you saying something and talking your ears, Cozy. For sure, bro. For sure, talking your ears. We love that.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody to talk your shit. I mean, talk your ish. If you're out there, if you see something, say something. You know, we in the building, man. If you haven't joined or subscribe, man, we got memberships you can join or hit that subscription button, man, and see what we all about. Get you a test run before you go and hit that join, because we just like to have fun over here, big dog.
Yeah, you know? And Trip, while you're out there, man, I hope you went back and looked on that ring the bell on Jamal Wilkes, man.
Yeah, man, got familiar with the young
because we actually started ringing the bell on football players. Last week we rung the bell on Gale Sale.
Yeah, but we're going to keep it going in this NFL, man. So Sam Darnold went there, got him another win. My boy 3-0 destroyed the Texans this weekend. I didn't see that coming. Obviously, I didn't pick him to win last week. And I didn't even check the records from last week. I didn't want to either because I had a bad day on Sunday.
I think last week. I think we were about 7-9 or something like that.
And so we still trying to, we getting our feet wet. I feel like what's my boy Nick Saban when he was on the game day when he was like, man, you got me out here picking blind right now. We don't know enough about these teams to really be making picks. It's a new season.
Yeah, and then really, to me, the cream ain't gonna come to the crop till by game 7.
Yeah,
game 6 or 7, it's gonna start. Cause sometimes Pittsburgh be looking horrible. Then next thing you know, Pittsburgh make a run for the playoffs.
The same Ravens that just beat us lost to the Las Vegas Raiders last week.
Yeah, last week. That's what I'm talking about. So
who went out and lost to the Andy Dalton-led Carolina Panthers this week.
Yeah, so that's what I say. It's not till about game 6 or 7. It's just gonna be a lot of
craziness going on. Yeah,
and then after about game 7,
you
got to start
kind of figuring out who's who, right?
Who's who.
And you can go now 17 games. You can go even a little further than that by game 8 or 9. Really?
Yeah, and then
because you got injuries and you got Dalvin Cook ain't even. I don't know what Dalvin Cook's gonna be like, but I hope he's like his brother up in Buffalo. Because that young buck is toting the rock for them boys,
First thing, you got to get some blocking, man.
Yeah, you got to get some blocking.
These boys got to develop over the next few weeks. They got to get some discipline, something.
Yeah, something got to shake, man.
Yeah, something got to
shake, man.
Something got to shake.
That's a fact. But we're going to keep this train rolling on to the next subject, which is the good, the bad, and the ugly. What was the good, bad, and ugly for you this week, huh?
Man, the good... DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Man, I saw DK Metcalf be a #1 receiver.
Oh, that's huge for that young buck.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't think he caught about 4 passes for 100-something yards, but he did what he took the ball from a DB, took them, just manhandled him, took the ball away, and then the guy was on the side of him. Then he sprinted away from him.
Yeah.
And then
that's crazy.
Another pass he went across the middle.
Catching DK.
Yeah, caught it. He got hit. Hell on. I mean, I'm just saying he was just a #1 receiver that's playing like a #1 receiver.
That's
and that was good for me because I just turned off all that on the drive.
Yeah, CD Lamb. That CD Lamb reference. If you didn't know what that was,
and the bad. I hate to harp on the Cowboys, but
it's ugly out there too now.
The bad was the Cowboys' defense. Oh my God!
There's something uglier than that out there.
That's bad. I said
okay,
that's bad.
Okay, yeah.
You know that That defense was bad.
Yes,
man.
it was.
They, like I said, like, they couldn't stop dishwater from going out the sink. Man.
It's a stopper right there.
It's a stopper. You
Not
got a stopper.
on that squad.
Hey, you got a stopper and a dish towel. You can even go country style and ball the dish tile up in there and put it on top. Or you can put. They couldn't do either.
Nothing.
So that defense was bad. And
what's your ugly for the week, huh?
back to the Cowboys.
Oh boy.
Man, the ugly was CD. That was ugly. That on the ground kicking like a little girl, man, like a child. Last time I seen that, I think I was in Kroger, and this lady told her daughter, "You can't have no candy." The baby fell on the ground. So did some just like CD did.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, CD. I understand you frustrated, but first off, you play great and you can show your frustration.
Yeah.
But when you playing average, you can't show your frustrations like that.
Yeah, you can't.
You know,
You
and
can't,
that's ugly.
Yeah,
And
that's real ugly.
So, you know, that was the ugly for me. And I hate to, because last week the Cowboys was the bad and the ugly. Until they play better, they probably going to be the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and,
Hey,
and to
that's
see a
for
number
good
one
reason.
receiver that good was, I turned over there and I said, that's a number one receiver playing like it.
Yeah.
You know, going hard.
Yeah.
Going hard.
Yeah.
I'ma
No,
say
I
like
love that. I love that. So, for me, the good had to be Andy Dalton. Who expected Andy Dalton to go out there and beat the Raiders this week? That's a former Cowboys backup, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Dak Prescott
absolutely.
backup out there winning games. You know?
Oh, yeah.
But who I don't know anybody that expected the Carolina Panthers to win that game after the start that Bryce Young's had, where they have looked atrocious.
There's only one person that I could think that he might thought he was going to win.
Andy Dalton.
Colt McCoy. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just teasing.
Jason Garrett might.
Hey, because Andy Dalton and Colt McCoy is almost the same guy to me.
Man, you
I
think
mean,
so?
know, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had great college careers and
Yeah.
they kind of, been going around career backups. And guess what? Colt McCoy came in and won some games too.
Oh, absolutely he did.
So that's why I said Colt McCoy.
Absolutely he
I'm
did,
just
man.
teasing on that.
Colt
I love
knew he
you
had
so.
more of a chance than everybody else knew he had. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
So that's got to be my good, my bad. It's got to be the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, man. Trevor Lawrence, you also got paid them big bucks. You also got that $200 million deal this offseason, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, and you're 0-3 right now. You know, so that ain't what they paid for. You know, all the excuses, all the talk, all the other, that's out the window, bro. It's time for you to put them up or put them up or shut up, bro.
Put up and shut up, man.
Like straight up, you know. Josh Allen showed you what it really is. You know, I think they came out the same year in the draft or close to it, right? And they was talking a lot more about Trevor Lawrence than they were about Josh Allen.
Yeah, because
So-
Josh Allen is from North Dakota.
He's
from a smaller
Yeah, he
college.
went to a smaller school.
Yeah.
Right? So Josh Allen, you know, he's balling, Trevor, and
You're not.
you're not, bro. You know, you got plenty of weapons around you. Right? You got a coach that you say you like now. Now that what's his face that was up down there messing him up from Ohio State, Florida. Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Now that Urban Meyer is no longer down there with you. You got Doug Peterson. That's shown he knows how to win a Super Bowl. Right? So you got no excuses at this point, man. It's your second year with Doug. Y'all should know each other. He should know you a lot better. So, you know, Trevor Lawrence, you're my bad for the week. And the ugly of the week, it's got to be Dak Prescott. You know, I'm going to harp on CD, but not CD Lamb. All them C and D throws you had this past weekend, bro. I didn't see any other quarterback, starting quarterback, especially making the money that you're making, look so poorly. Missing Zeke on a 3rd and 7, wide open on a flat. I don't know one pass you threw accurately in that last game. Not one, bro. So, yeah, that's my ugly, man. And it's been ugly. It's been ugly for the past 7 years as I'm concerned, and I can't believe the Cowboys signed up for FOMO. What are y'all thinking about, man?
You know what they signed up for, man?
Why is that?
Guess who leading
And all the other stuff after the game, I'm looking at the plays. I'm looking at the fundamentals. I'm looking at the lack thereof. 7, 8 years deep into the game, this dude still ain't got it. But I'm going to get off deck, man. Hey, if you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, come holler at me, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about, man. It ain't that hard to see. But we're going to keep this thing moving on. Uh-oh.
What I'm doing.
Behind us, just went energetic like it likes to do at times. Making sure we stand on point. But, yep.
I mean, hey, that's the
keeping
way
this thing rolling. Keeping this thing rolling, man.
Moving on.
So
on to the next one.
let me turn this back on right there. That's back on. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we got the quick picks, rapid fire right now. Huh? Rapid fire. Who you got this week? Brought to you. Hold up. By Bet US, man. Go on and hit that QR code down there and put your bets in with us, man. You know, we solid on these picks, or we're gonna get more and more solid as the weeks go on, and we understand who's out there. Last week wasn't a good week, but the week before
we still got to research. Let them know what we did.
I feel like our best week. Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. We'll
best
come back
week
up and put
is
our
yet to
records
come.
up.
Best week's yet to come.
Yeah. So rapid fire. Giants, Cowboys. Who you got? Huh?
Oh, yeah, I got the Cowboys just because I'm in Dallas. I'm gonna stick with them all the time too.
As long as I got Daniel Jones up there, I got the Kevin that the Warren Robinson. So they solid up there. So we'll see what's up. But I got the Cowboys in this one. Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. Who you got?
Pittsburgh.
I'm with you on Pittsburgh. They're playing in Indianapolis, but it's all good. We got Jacksonville in Houston. Who you got? Huh?
Houston.
I'm with you on that as well. I got Houston in that game. We got Kansas City versus the Chargers. Ooh, that's a tough one.
I got Kansas City.
Oof.
I got Kansas City till they lose. And then when they lose, I still got them next week, because they ain't going to lose 2 in a row. I got Kansas City.
Hey, I got Kansas City. You see what I got on my head right now? I'm wearing it for a reason, man. We Dallas Texans around here. Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Let's get it. Who else we got? Let me see. Next up, got all kinds of things firing off at me right now. We got the New Orleans Saints versus the Falcons. Who you got on?
I got the Falcons.
You got the Falcons? How we looking right there? I'm going to say we ain't responding for some reason. Let me turn this thing off real quick. Make sure we good. Give us a chance. Got to give us a chance around here. Yeah, we good? We solid? Yeah. Right on. Yeah, keep it. I'm getting signals over here telling me things that ain't true. So next up, we got the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Who you got? Bo Nix versus Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going to take the Jets.
I'm going to take the Jets.
I don't like Rodgers like that, but I'm going to take the Jets.
I'm going to take the Jets as well, man. Aaron Rodgers looked really good.
I picked against him last week just because it was Rodgers, but I got to quit doing that. I'm
yeah.
Pick the Jets, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be an easy one because Denver messed around and beat Baker Mayfield last week. I didn't expect that. And then we got the Commanders versus the Cardinals versus the Kyler Murrays. Who you got in that one?
I'm going to take the Cardinals.
I'm going to take the Cardinals as well on that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Cardinals as well just because Kyler Murray can match Jaden Daniels' production.
Yeah.
Jaden putting up points, though. And then we got the Bills and the Ravens. Who you got?
I got the Bills.
I got the Ravens. You know what it is.
Yeah, I got the Bills.
Hey, Mark, I ain't catch it during the show, but Mark said black and purple make blue. No, it don't, dog. Make dark purple. You know what I'm saying? But black and red make purple. You know what I'm saying? Or blue and red make purple. You know? Is what I'm saying. Then we got, looks like the Buccaneers versus the Rams versus the Bears. Who you got, huh?
I got the Rams. I can't go with the Browns on nothing.
Man.
Browns looking terrible. I got to go with the Rams, man.
Whew.
Browns looking horrible.
Yeah.
And then the Rams got Stafford and some good receivers. So, yeah, I'm going to the Rams.
Yeah, I take the Rams in this one right now, man. At this point in the season, I take the Rams because Caleb Williams is still growing and learning. Then we got the Buccaneers versus the Eagles. Who you got, huh?
I got the Eagles.
All right. Next up, we got the 49ers.
Who you got?
Oh, man. Buccaneers and the Eagles. Eagles went out there and had a good game this past weekend.
Yeah, the Eagles got a solid squad. That's
playing in Tampa Bay. I'm going to take the Buccaneers coming off that loss.
Okay, I
don't know if Baker Mayfield had too many losses in a row like that, outside of Cleveland anyway. And then we got the Patriots and the 49ers. Who you got, huh?
Man, the Patriots been looking bad. I'm going to go to 49ers.
49ers ain't been looking that good either, but I'm going to 49ers too. Yeah, Brandon Jennings or Jennings.
They still 15. Got a solid defense. They got Prudy, so I think that's enough.
You got to step. They pay that man $30 million a year. He got to step up, do something.
Yeah.
You got to do something. The man, all that money ain't doing nothing, man. And Jennings is the one making the plays. Then we got the Titans versus the Dolphins. Who you got, huh? The quarterback.
Well, Tua and Hill down, ain't they? Ain't Tyreek out?
Is Tyreek out?
I don't think Tyreek played last week.
Oh man, that's not good.
Well, I'm gonna take the Titans.
You taking the Titans in that one? Oof.
It's hard for me to go with the Miami without Tua and without.
Man, I went with the Titans last week and they got me. They let me down, so I'm taking Miami, man. I'm taking Miami. I don't believe in the Titans no more. Y'all ain't not two times. If it was the Cowboys, I had to go with you, but you ain't. But the Vikings versus Green Bay. Who you got in that one?
Vikings.
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay. I think the Vikings 3-0, ain't they?
Yeah.
I gotta take the Vikings.
That's still the Vikings?
Vikings look good, man.
Man, I gotta go with the team.
Green Bay, and then somebody hurt for Green Bay though.
Yeah, the quarterback, Jordan Love. He might be back this week.
Yeah, I gotta go with him.
But they got Malik Willis out there, and he ain't no slouch.
No, he ain't. No, I gotta go
a lot
with
better than he did in
Minnesota. I gotta
Tennessee.
go with Minnesota.
You going to Minnesota? That's Sam Darnold looking pretty good up there. I can't, but I don't want them to win. So I'm going with the Titans on that one right there. I'm going with the Titans on that one, and then we got
not the Titans. Going Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Green Bay. Green Bay. My bad. I'm going Green Bay on that one. Then we got who's this? The Bengals and the Panthers.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Bengals, man.
Absolutely. I'm going.
They 0-3, but I gotta go with them over the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers ain't showing much. They showed a little life. Them boys from Vegas got away and still somehow kicked it in Carolina. It seems that way anyway. But then we have the Browns and the Raiders. Who you got on?
Where they playing at?
In Las Vegas.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Going with the Raiders?
Cleveland looking horrible, man.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Browns, man. I'm expecting them to turn it around a little bit and do something. I know Deshaun can get a massage in
like
Vegas.
the Browns. I want them to turn it around, but I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders.
Like I said, I know Deshaun can get him a massage in Vegas, so I'm gonna go with the Browns, man. Got no doubt he can get him a good one. And then last game we got the Seahawks and the Lions. Solid game right there.
Seahawks undefeated too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lions are 2-1.
Yeah, it's gonna be a solid one.
They're
playing in Detroit.
I'm taking Detroit. I'm
taking Detroit as well.
Detroit got a solid squad, man, and they're well coached.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit as well.
I'm gonna take Detroit.
So those are our picks for the week. So hey, y'all going over to Bet US, man. Hit this QR code right here, man, and then sign up if you haven't signed up. Place your bets, man. That's what we're going with for the week. But we're gonna keep this train riding, man. So we talking about a little Noonish fantasy football this week, real quick. As mentioned before, me and Unc both took L's this week.
Oh,
yes, sir. So right now, Yezerski is on top of the league. Leading currently undefeated. Him and I believe it's is it Goo Punch or Trip?
I think
one or two.
I think it's Trip. I'm not sure.
I think it's Goo. Yeah, Goo Punch. Goo Punch is second place, really first place because he's also undefeated. And then everybody's just kind of in there 2-1, 1-2. Still early in the season. I took an L. Christiana got that dub this week. The defending champ, so she's still coming strong. Trip, you got lucky, dog. That's all I got to say. I don't know how you got lucky, but you got lucky is what I'm gonna tell you. But you got that win this week, but I'm coming for you next week, dog. And Goo Punch, boy, I got more points than you. How you 3-0? I don't know, boy. You've been a bullet so far, man. You've been a bullet, dog. Timing, boy. Playing that right person at the right time.
It ain't about how much you score. It's when you score what you score.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's going down, man. Like we mentioned before, we got two of our subscribers, man, some of our loyals, man, some members playing in our league this year. That's how we get down, man. We just want to keep it an interactive experience for everybody. Have a great time with everybody. And, you know how it's going down. And it is going down, but we're going to keep this thing moving along, man. So,
yes, sir.
You know what time it is.
Oh, we're gonna ring the bell?
It's time for Ring the Bell. What you got for us,
All right, I'm gonna ring the bell today. David Deacon Jones.
Ooh, I know his first name was David.
A lot of you young guys don't know who David Deacon Jones is. But if you're gonna Google it, it's not even gonna say David Jones.
Yeah.
It's gonna say Deacon.
Man, that's wild. That's all I ever knew. I never knew David.
Yeah, his name is David.
Yeah, I never knew that part.
David Deacon Jones. And how he got that name Deacon, I have no idea. But I just know that they used to say that South Carolina State, and they 1958. Then in 1959, he didn't play.
Why didn't he play though? What was that about?
I have no idea. He wasn't in college.
Yeah.
And then he was inactive. He wasn't in college. Then in 1960, he played for. Back then it was Mississippi Technical. Deacon Jones is actually credited with being the defensive end now.
Wow.
You know, 6'4", 270, 6'5", 270, running 4'6", 4'5". He revolutionized. Not even an official statistic.
Yeah.
It was an unofficial statistic. So the official sack record is 22.5. Michael Strahan said it, I think, in 2001 or something. And then T.J. Watt tied it with last year. In the last 2 or 3 years, T.J. Watt tied it, and it's 22 and a half.
Wow.
But David Deacon Jones, in the unofficial days, had 25.
That's
so
crazy.
he don't have a record because it was unofficial.
Yeah.
It wasn't official. So he had 25. And he came into the league in 1960-61 season. He played 14 years. Out of his 14 years, he was an 8-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All NFL. Because they didn't have All Pro then, they had All NFL. Recognize, you know how somebody don't respect stuff, they don't recognize. Nicknames.
Yeah.
And at that time he played for the Los Angeles Rams, and they defensive front forward was named the Fearsome Foursome.
Yeah.
And it was basically because of him and Merlin Olsen, which played right next to him, and they both was perennial all pros at defensive tackle and defensive end. And one of the other guys, I can't think of the fourth guy right off the top of my head, but the other third guy was Roosevelt Greer. And Roosevelt Greer claim to fame was he was with Robert Kennedy when he got shot.
Wow.
And actually Robert Kennedy got shot, and I think Roosevelt Greer got shot too, but this is about Deacon Jones. But anyway, Deacon Jones was like I say, was a defensive force, and he changed the defensive end position to a pass rushing athletic position, and that's what he's actually known for. He coined the phrase sack. And I'm gonna say this about Deacon Jones. This is just my personal opinion about him. You talking about guys that love the game.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, when I hear guys now say they love the game, I can't tell because the way you play and the way you feel about the game. And Deacon Jones was one of those guys that was so passionate about the game, because guys back then didn't make millions and millions of dollars. So they played for pride. Yeah. They wanted to be the best. And Deacon Jones was one of those guys, because I saw Deacon Jones 25 years after he retired from the NFL. And when you start talking about sacking the quarterback, he would start sweating. Yeah, wow. He was on ESPN. He was an older man. He was in his 60s. And he started talking about quarterbacks and quarterback sweating. And they said, he said, give me a towel, because I talk about quarterbacks that give me. He got wound up at age 60 talking about sacking the quarterback. And this is one other thing that this ain't no statistic to this, but during the time that Deacon Jones played defensive end, the head slap was legal. And he was one of the main reasons that the head slap became illegal, because when he would slap guys on Sunday so many times in the head till their ears would still be ringing on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know, so the head slap was one of those moves when he put his left hand in the dirt, he had his right hand cocked back like that, and the first move he made was got that head slap illegal, and he was just phenomenal. And when you look him up, look up Deacon Jones. You're not going to find him up under David, but David is his government name. And he was a phenomenal man. When you see all these defensive ends putting pressure on the quarterback, and then when you see him getting this big money for being a pass rushing defensive end, they can go thank Deacon Jones for that.
Man, that's wild, man. Because that dude there is, I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know his name was David. I thought his name was Deacon.
No, his name David.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
And I knew he was that dude.
Oh yeah, he was that dude. He was like I said, he was the innovator of the defensive end. Position changing from just like the defensive end used to be just like a tackle playing side by side with each other.
Yep.
But then when they had this, he was the first defensive end that I saw. I'm not gonna say the first one that he would split out wide and take that angle. Yeah. And he was just an innovator.
Yeah. I mean, that's that Von Miller approach, these speed rush guys.
Oh, yeah. He was
that we see now, and changing the game, man. And you don't hear enough about dudes that came along changing the game and making opportunities available. Hey, appreciate you again, Trip. Hey, sorry about the buzz, bro. Please let us know if it come back, man. Trying to corral all that good stuff. But yeah, man, that's ring the bell, man. Deacon Jones was a dog.
Oh, yeah. Hey, he was a dog of dogs, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he was all these guys that you see, I'm going to say it like this. If you took, I would say Charles Haley, Michael Strahan, and rolled them all up together, you might have a Deacon Jones.
Yeah, wow.
I mean,
That's
the kind of dude he was.
That's crazy.
That's the kind of dude he was.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about that, man, because all those guys you just named were very talented, and they had different characteristics. You know what I mean? That made them very talented people, man. So, hey, I'm checking to make sure we just sound good. It feels like there's been like a little pause or something going on.
And Michael Strahan was more of a, I'll say this, Charles Haley was more of a wild man, but Charles Haley used his intelligence too. Yeah. Because he was one of his more smart defense. But
he was very cerebral.
Yeah, but
he was an intimidator. He was a type
Michael, but he was smart enough to know that he got to use his physical presence to intimidate them guys.
Yeah, and he wasn't scared to use it either.
Oh no, he wasn't.
At the same time, man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's ring the bell right there, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I enjoyed every week, man. Like I said, I learned something every time we have a ring the bell. That's why we brought it back for the football season, man.
Yeah, we got it in basketball.
Got to pay tribute to the guys in the past, They built a bridge for these guys that are currently doing it right now, making these big checks. You feel me? So moving along to the NCAA, man. A lot going on last week. Great weekend. Where my topic at, man? Great weekend in NCAA football, though. Notre Dame came out, did what they do, man. They handled their business against Miami of Ohio. It wasn't that easy of a game. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. But we made it out alive. I'll say that much, man. Like, I wasn't that impressed by what I saw out of our defense and again, out of our quarterback. Like, there's nothing to be just overly excited about, man. The kid is still... He's figuring it out, man. He's figuring it out, but luckily he's got several. I thought it was two good running. We got like 3 or 4 running backs that can tote that rock right now.
Oh yeah, Notre Dame got some good backs.
Yeah. We got. Let me change it. Let me change this out real quick. Let me bring my friend up. Because we have been getting dubbed. You know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We got a big game coming up this week, man. We need as much positive energy as possible as we take on Louisville, who crushed us last year, man. But we got to get that dub this week, man. Get that good fighting Irish energy going. What's going down, huh? What's going down?
So who right now, who's Notre Dame's biggest rival?
Biggest rival? You talking about on the schedule this season?
Yeah.
Or just period?
Just period.
We got several. That's hard to say. Because I got my own teams that I hate. USC is one of them, for sure.
Don't talk no more. That's Notre Dame's biggest rival.
Yeah.
Going back to the 60s. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, no doubt.
O.J. Simpson running against Notre Dame. That was big.
Yeah,
man,
we got to ring the bell coming up on OJ too. Do we do one on OJ? No, we ain't done one on OJ.
No,
yet.
we only did last week. Gale Sales and
yeah.
Oh yeah, we can do OJ. We got
OJ
some
coming
guys
up sometime.
And
this
then
season.
I'm gonna bring some guys they ain't never heard of before.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like
because a lot of these young guys ain't heard of David Deacon Jones,
which is crazy.
Because we had. That was Tripp, so he didn't know who Jamal Wilkes was.
Jamal Wilkes, bro.
So yeah, go back. And then Tripp, when you go back and look at those basketballs, man, look at the one on Nate Archibald. I did one on Nate Archibald, Rick Barry, and some other guys. Go back and look at all that, man. Just a good And then it's good for me to reminisce and remember what those guys have done, because sometimes I forget about those guys, and then when I really go back and do the research, it match everything that I remember.
Yeah, no doubt.
These guys most of these guys that we're going to ring the bell on, we're not going to ring the bell on average guys. We're going to ring the bell on nothing but special guys that made a difference in the game.
Ringing that bell, man. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we getting down with the get downs as well. So, but yeah, man. So we, that was a special one. But also, like I mentioned, Notre Dame got that dub, stuck to the run game. That's how we're going to win this season. Defense played well. Against a opponent we should have beat, the Miami Redhawks, what they call them, better known as Miami of Ohio. Notre Dame just like to disrespect the Miami Hurricanes.
Miami got a pretty good history, man. They ain't no
really?
joke. Yeah, Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
I'm saying going way back, Miami of Ohio. I mean,
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
They always was a smaller school.
Yeah, but they've been around for a minute.
Miami of Ohio, Appalachian State, and Marshall. They will play you, man.
Yeah.
They will. I mean, this goes back 20, 30, 40 years. They will play you.
Yeah.
Man. So, and when you got a history, you may fall off, but you'll eventually work your way back to being decent. Yeah. That's what I think,
Oh, yeah.
And Miami of Ohio got a rich football history.
Man, that's what's up. That's good to know. That's news to me there.
Oh, yeah.
And then Florida State went out and got a abysmal win against Cal Berkeley this week. 14-9. DJ... ugly. It still ain't getting it done, man. Got it done just enough to get that win, but I think that's more so about Cal Berkeley than it is about Florida State. Obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I think too. But Cal Berkeley is abysmal. Yeah.
It ain't Aaron Rodgers, Marshawn Lynch, Justin Forsett, Cal Berkeley these days. Deshaun Jackson. It ain't them boys. I promise you that.
No.
They're down right now, but they got.
It ain't even my boy Steve Williams from Skyline.
Man,
he went to Cal and played for San Diego. It's not even them.
It might be some Jalen Browns out there on the field, some basketball players out there getting ran over.
Yeah,
but that's a shot at the whole basketball and football tape that everybody been talking about. But yeah, and then Arch Manning went out, had a decent game. And beat Lafayette, 2 touchdowns, had 2 interceptions in this game. Eli Manning let it be known that he had the greatest Manning game, opening game, first game as a starter ever in college football. Had 5 touchdowns and I think over 300 yards passing, no interceptions is what Eli Manning did. But he let that be known, After old Archie went out there, had the 2 interceptions and the 2 touchdowns. I thought that was pretty funny. I like Eli, man.
Y'all like Eli too because because what Well, Eli said that, look, I don't know who wrote that for him. They say ready to go, but I beat him twice, so I must be nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I must be nice.
Got to be nice, twice. Man. And those are facts.
That's
Check those analytics.
Hey, that is just like, it was an old show on TV called Dragnet. Yeah. And they had which was a police show. Yeah. And they had a sergeant on there called Sergeant Friday. Yeah. And most of the time he would say this to women and say nothing against this ain't no gender slander. And he would be talking to the ladies, and then he'll say, what happened, so, and then she'll be like, well, this happened, that happened. He say, just the facts, ma'am.
Just the facts. Yeah.
That's just the facts.
Yeah.
Don't
need none of the extra in there.
Just the facts. Just the facts.
Yeah, I don't need none of the beautifullies or none of the LY words. We don't need to dress them up. I need the facts.
The facts.
That's it. Stick to the point, man, to the script. But yeah, Arch got that win against Lafayette this weekend, as he should have. If you had an opportunity to go out and watch, or if you had a chance to see that Colorado Buffaloes versus Baylor game, that was quite a treat, man. You know, that game, I thought Baylor had that game won, just like a lot of people. And then Shador comes out, and that wasn't, a lot of people say Hail Mary. That was not a Hail Mary, that was a design pass. And you can tell by the way, the trajectory in which he threw that pass. It was a laser, and it was on time. And it was calculated. And they found the hole. They had a great scheme to put Travis on the right side. They knew he'd get all the attention. They put number 10, Wester, on the left side. And he just beat his man one-on-one. And Shador rolled out. He went here, like a second, and then rolled out to that left, threw the ball on time. Wester catches that touchdown. Nobody near him.
I'm going to say this. That wasn't no Hail Mary. That was a run quick C.
That was a pay. Run quick C.
La
yeah. La da 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 da.
That wasn't no Hail Mary. That was a run quick C.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that was a heck of a play to keep that game going.
Oh yeah.
And then in overtime, my Heisman, like by far right now, Travis Hunter. Of course, it had to be Travis Hunter. Makes the hit to dislodge the ball from the running back's hand before he crosses the goal line, and Colorado recovers or hits the ball out the end zone. Great play to win the game.
Oh yeah.
Travis Hunter doing everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
2 touchdowns in that game again. You know, making the game-saving hit. Like, don't matter if it's an interception, a fumble, wherever they need him to be, he's right on time, and he shows up every time, it seems.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that kid is, you know, he's a special football player, you know. I ain't saying he's the greatest. I ain't saying he's going to be. He's special. He's a special.
He's special.
Sure.
I'm not football.
Yeah.
I love Travis. He's special, but, you know, I've been around so long. It's hard for me. I mean, you know, I'm glad for him. I'm excited, but for me to start saying, oh, this or that, I mean, he's special.
Yeah.
He's very special.
Yeah, he's special, man.
Yeah, you know, but doing
all the extra.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, during my time, I done seen 75 to 100 very special guys.
Yeah.
And after 60 years, if I only seen 100, that's very special. Because guess what? I done seen 1 million.
Absolutely.
But I only seen 100, 150.
And that's
special.
A small pool.
That's a small pool.
That's a small. That's
Travis is in that pool.
Yeah.
Travis is in that pool. He's very special.
He's fun to watch. He is what we call it, must see TV.
Must see TV. You
Travis
better go check it.
Is must see TV, no doubt.
And before we switch off the NCAA,
that was a great game, Trill. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, and before we switch off of this, are we gonna talk about OU and Tennessee?
Oh yeah, we can. I was just gonna mention real quick that SMU did beat Baylor to win the Battle of the Iron Skillet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They did
66 to 42.
They beat TCU. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 66 to 42.
Yep.
Okay.
B-Town, we be down here.
I want to talk real quick about Tennessee and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Cause I want everybody to get on the Jay McCoy watch.
Yeah.
Jay McCoy, number 3.
Yeah.
Play corner. Did you see the game?
For who? For Tennessee? No, I didn't watch that one.
If you saw the game, you would have saw Jay McCoy.
For Oklahoma or Tennessee?
For Tennessee. He plays left corner on the defense for the defense, right on the offense. He play on this side.
Oh wow.
Dude balled out. He from what is it? Whitehall?
Yeah.
He from Whitehall, Texas. That's a friend.
White House?
Yeah, White House.
That's where Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, from the same place, Pat Mahomes. And he's a very special kid. Yeah. He balled out.
Yeah. He playing both sides of the ball too. You said
he have earlier.
Yeah.
He did, but he didn't against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But name is Jay McCoy, and he's looking like one of the top.
What did he do to catch your attention in that game?
He didn't intercept the ball, but he defended every ball that they throw the short ball. He came up. He stuck his hand in between the receiver's arm and body and knocked the ball out, and then slammed the receiver to to the court. Then they went deep at him a couple times. And one time he was running stride for stride with the receiver, knocked the ball down. And when he went to the sideline, the camera was still on him, so you know he had been playing good.
So that's the rare true lockdown.
Yeah, and he's about
right
6'1" or 2 playing DB, and he's so be on the Jay McCoy watch. Number 3,
Jay McCoy, number 3 for Tennessee.
Now they got 2 McCoys and they got 2 number 3s, but the number 3 that started at left corner on the defense, and he's looking like one of the better cornerbacks in the SEC.
Man.
So, and if you're a better cornerback in the SEC,
you know
where you headed.
You doing
what
absolutely.
I mean? And when I seen him play, that's what he looked like. He's got that potential.
On tape.
Oh, he stuck out on tape.
Yeah,
Jay McCoy, and that's one of my friends' nephew from White House, Texas.
That's what's up. White House, Texas, home of Pat Mahomes, man. Hey, they can put out some pro prospects, some pro guys evidently, man.
Evidently, down there in that White House is around Tatum and Marshall and all. Yeah. Man, they got some good athletes down there. You got a cousin down there that play pro ball.
Yeah.
Your mom probably told you.
Karnak area.
Yeah,
right?
Leah with Thomas.
Leah with Leah with Thomas. That's it. Right on. We're going to keep this thing moving, man. Y'all look out for that cat. Tennessee, Oklahoma. Y'all took that L this week. It's all good. WNBA news. Asia Wilson. When I got that MVP.
Like she should have.
And Caitlin Clark unanimously when I got that Rookie of the Year.
Like she should have.
So
everything
all the fuss, everybody talking what they talking about, man. Hey, and I still say, they
didn't have nothing to talk about, man. They trying to make up something to talk about.
I'm just saying she should have been on the Olympic team. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you got to have foresight when they selling that many tickets, making a name for the league, and they can ball.
That's for the league, not for the Olympics.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it's for the Olympics. Like, we want to make this a worldwide brand, don't we? Like the NBA. We want people in China. We want Anta to go sign some WNBA players.
Yeah, absolutely. They already have.
I'm just saying, we want that kind of action.
Griner go. The only reason that we know Brittany Griner went to Russia is because she got in trouble.
Yes.
Other than that, you got all kind of WNBA players go overseas every year.
Yeah, going overseas.
Because that's where the real money is.
Yeah, exactly. But how do we get that money back here and point it in the WNBA's direction? Because that's what they want. These WNBA players want to get paid. And the fact that y'all just didn't, like, the all that other stuff y'all talking about, Cheryl Swoops, all y'all other haters out there, and I'm going to call you out, man. Because it's blatantly obvious why you hating on the young lady. If she was black, man, everybody be going crazy about Caitlin Clark right now. And I'm going to just say it like that. That's all I'm going to say. But she not. And what I appreciate about it is just that. She ain't stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, she is cold-blooded. And she killing everybody that step in front of her. Black, white, Hispanic, it don't matter. She killing everybody that come in front of her. She didn't have a good first playoff game. That's why I compared her to Baker Mayfield the other day. We ain't seen what she can do in the playoffs yet. Y'all want to, I ain't saying that she's Asia Wilson, but I'm saying the impact she brings to this game from a financial standpoint as well as production for her team and what she's doing for her team that had 13 wins last year, and now they in the playoffs doing what they doing. They ain't seen a playoff game in a minute, man. She different. She's special. Caitlin Clark is exactly what the WNBA needed. And despite what y'all might be saying now that she's first team all WNBA and she's Rookie of the Year, despite what y'all saying now, y'all was hating on the young woman. Period. A lot of y'all for the wrong reasons. But if you was actually looking at her game, she'd have been on that Olympic team. Is all I got to say. That's all I got to say. At
that particular point. Now at the end you can say that, but at that particular point I would say no.
What you mean?
Because we didn't know. We didn't know she was going to be Rookie of the Year. We didn't know all this.
You didn't have to know all that about Diana Taurasi for her to be on the NBA team, on the Olympic team. We saw enough from her at that point.
But this is the thing. When Diana Taurasi came, they didn't have the caliber of players that they got on the team now.
Regardless.
That's all I'm saying.
Even at that point in the league, it was some cats that was on the team that hadn't played a game yet in the WNBA that was on the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? And I understand camaraderie and all this other stuff, but don't start treating her a certain way just because she got all the shine right now and bringing all the pub to the league. She was getting treated a certain way because of who she was and what she brought to the table and how much pub she was getting. If she came on in as the same way Diana Taurasi did, when more of the attention was on Gino Auriemma versus Diana Taurasi, You know what I'm saying? Because Taurasi wouldn't know, and I say Diana Taurasi, I ain't got nothing against her. I love her. She's a great player. She did a lot for the league as well. But she ain't Caitlin Clark. I don't care how many national championships she won. She ain't Caitlin Clark from an impact standpoint on the WNBA. So they penalized her for who she was. That's all I'm saying.
Everything is different now than 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's softer now. Another reason why Caitlin Clark should have been there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the media, the attention, social media, and all that is way larger than it was then. You know, and I'm gonna say it like this: like you say, Diana Taurasi is not Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark ain't Diana Taurasi either.
For sure.
Neither one of them is each other. Hey. Neither one of them is each other. And all I'm saying,
Diana Taurasi would want to be Caitlin Clark right now. As much press as she getting,
as much money as she getting.
Exactly, all that. That's what I mean by press. Press dollars, press media coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Magic Johnson probably wish he was there again.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Man, we on limited time. I got like 5 minutes left. I got a meeting at 2:15. So we riding through this thing, man. So Shohei Ohtani's been going berserk in baseball, man. First 50-50 player ever, man. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani, what he's doing right now. Dodgers look unstoppable.
50 homers?
50 homers, 50 steals. And he got 52, 53. Like, he's working his way up. I didn't think he'd get there by the end of the season.
Guy?
Ever.
Ever. Okay.
It's been 40-40 guys. Not many of them. That's a short list. But he is the first 50-50 guy. Now, Ronald Acuna, he was a 70-40 guy. 70 steals, 40 home runs. And Barry Bonds, I think it's 70-30. I don't know, 70 home runs, 30 steals.
You said who's 70-40?
Ronald Acuna for the Atlanta Braves, young buck. He's still in his young 20s.
You got 70 homers?
No, 70 steals and 40 homers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a special cat.
Okay. I was like, wait a damn.
Yeah, not 70 homers.
Okay.
That cat, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. That'd be very special if he could do that. But shout out Shohei Ohtani and the LA Dodgers, man. He's worth every penny that y'all sent to him and paid the man.
And we're going to skip on to Anthony Joshua. Got knocked up.
Boy. Yes,
boy,
and you know it.
He got the breaks. Say, man, Dubois. Say, man, I'm going to tell you like this. He made Anthony Joshua look like they was in 2 different categories.
Look like Francis Ngannou.
Hey.
Now, this is what I'm going to say about that.
Now, this is what I'm going to say. He almost made him look like Earl Spence, man.
Man, hey.
He made him look disoriented. He didn't like he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
But this is the thing. It's a difference. So, Anthony Joshua been working with this Ben Peterson, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
This new cat. When he was fighting with Derek, he was defensively responsible. Hands was up, throwing straight shots in bunches, right? He was boxing. This new cat that he's training with filled his head up. He's infatuated with his power. And told AJ he don't got to worry about boxing. He can use his physical presence, and that'll be enough. When they got him knocked out. AJ, if you listening, bro, which is, I got belief. Everybody else watching on the slick. Anthony Joshua, go back to Derek, bro. It's evident, bro, what was going on. You had your last few fights, you had a little bit of residue left from Derek's training mixed in with what you had going on. And bro, like, I got intel, I know you calling Derek, prior to your fights, like really close to fight time. Like really close to fight time. Why you calling Derek, bro, if you ain't working with him, bro? You know he's the truth. You know he got you right. You know these dudes are filling you up with BS. They feel this dude that sold you a bill of goods, bro. He sold you a wolf ticket. Got you in there looking Bambi armed. You know what I'm saying? Can't get up.
He looked bad.
Got knocked down like should have been 3 knockdowns, but the ref saved you at the bell for one of them.
Should have been 4. Because you remember when his hand touched it?
Should have been 4. Should have been 4. Bro, like, just being irresponsible. You're fighting other heavyweights, right? The dude in there looking at the video, showing you film, ain't in there boxing, dog. And he hadn't been in there boxing, bro. So,
I'm going to tell you.
If I were you, bro.
To me, his hands look slow. His chin look weak. It's just a lot of different.
If I was you, bro, I'll get back to it. And that's a 40-minute phone call last night.
Yeah.
I'll get back to it and go holler at Derek, bro.
Oh, you and Derek talking last night? 40 minutes?
I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was you, I'd get back on the horn and lick my wounds and drop my pride and go back to the trainer that knew what he's doing. versus the guy that came and sold you a wolf ticket, bro. Why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that, dog? That's all I got to say, man. But you know, it's all good, man. You got that was supposed to happen. Is all I'm gonna say. For whatever reason, that knockout was supposed to happen. And
know why it was supposed to happen? Because it did.
Because it did happen.
Because it did.
Because it did happen. So lick your wounds, drop your pride, dog, and go back to a real trainer, a real teacher, not somebody that's just gonna sell you a wolf ticket and tell you he been looking at the videos and analytics you to death. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, do what you gotta do.
Man, you gotta get in that boxing gym and hone your skills.
You are a cerebral young man, so you know use those smarts, bro, and go back to your trainer, right? And not the salesperson, right? That's all I got to tell you about that. But with that being said, you know what time it is.
In my opinion,
I am. Tell me about your opinion, huh?
This don't have nothing to do with sports.
Yeah.
This got something to do with everyday life.
Yeah.
In my opinion, tipping is out of hand.
Tipping?
Tipping.
Yeah, it keep going up. 10% used to be good, didn't it? Then it went up to 20.
No. They charge you gratuity for your table, and then when you
I'm good with 20 though. I'm good with 20, but
but then this is no. When you have more than 2 people, they're gonna automatically charge you gratuity.
Yeah.
And then they got these things that they come to the table. You stick your card in.
Yeah.
And then when you stick your card in and say, "How much do you want to tip?" I said, I thought gratuity was the tip. See, and this is what I want to explain to people. Do you know what tips mean? Do you know what the TIPS mean?
What does that mean?
To ensure proper service.
Yeah. And you understand that these service folks are industry
but then when you do the research, research on tips, you know how tips used to work? Like when I go to eat, I would take $10 or $15 and lay it on the table, and every time they mess up, I would take $1 away. That's the way. Do the research. That's the way tips started, and that's the way you're gonna ensure proper service. Because if you want this $15, you're gonna come look me in my eye. You're gonna smile in my face.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask me what I want.
Yeah.
But this is how I know.
Work for it.
But this is how I know tipping is out of control. I get in my car, drive 2 places, go pick up something to eat, stick my card in there, and it says, how much tip do I want to leave?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I can't pick it up myself. I'm not getting any service, so why am I tipping?
Yeah, exactly. Like
and then
we call that entitled. We got to.
And then this is the thing. Like I say, what really gets me is the places that want you to pay gratuity and a tip.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what the? And tipping is out of control because you see on the thing, do you want to tip 10%, 15, 20, or 30? I'm like, wait a minute, 30%?
Yeah. It's like, where'd that come from? Like I said, it used to be 10%. I'm cool with 20%.
Yeah, I'm cool with 15%.
I appreciate 20%.
Yeah,
but anything beyond that, bro, I feel like, hey, you need to go ask your manager.
But this is the whole thing. If I tip you 20%,
yeah,
all 25, I need you to smile in my face, come to my table, ask me, do I need something?
Yeah.
3 or 4. Don't just bring my food and then I see you at the end of the night and then now you think you want a 20% tip. Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, man.
Tipping is out of control.
Yeah, it is.
And that's just my opinion.
Tip drill. I want a tip. Hey, they working for theirs.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you work for it. Because if you come smile in my face and run over to my table, you know what? I might give you 40%.
Yep.
But you got to earn it.
Exactly.
You don't feel it's not entitlement.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not
hey, I can't stand entitlement, man.
No.
Don't expect nothing from me if you ain't giving no good service, bro. I might pay you. You might cover $5 on my bill. If it's 57, I might pay you $52 if I get bad service. You gonna have to cover that, player. But no, I ain't never done that before. I'm just playing. But hey, that's a good idea. But I love it, huh? That's a great opinion to have right now and to share with the folks, man. So, in my opinion, I'm gonna just talk about it, and I share it every week, but I'm gonna harp on it right now since you can't rebut. Dak Prescott is absolute trash. Glorified Tim Tebow. He won number 15 in college for a reason. just like Tebow. My boy know he can't throw. Go back to what, second year, first year in the NFL when he was on television having an accuracy contest on television with David Carr. Not even Derek, not the young buck, the older brother that's retired. David still had it in the accuracy contest. Dak has not grown a lick since he's been in the NFL. Still stares dudes down. Throws the ball way too late, patting on the ball. I got to start doing this stuff in IMO so I can't say nothing. I love it. and don't have his legs no more. And I believe he is the primary reason the Dallas Cowboys won't have a good season. I don't feel that this team has any faith in him anymore. I know his defense isn't up to par right now. But, again, my expectations were low for them because I got a new DC. Unc ain't taking no excuses, but I am, and it's IMO for me right now. I'll give him a year to get their stuff under wraps, but Dak has been here for 7. He should have the offense down. He should be able to know what defenses look like and how defenses attack him. There should be nothing new under the sun that Dak sees, and he still can't make the adjustments. So, in my opinion, Dak, you are hot trash, bro. That's all I got to say about that.
What did Tripp say? The last thing Tripp said?
Oh, what did he say? He said it's a little echo.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. Well, we almost off Tripp. This technology, and then right now, we're on the internet, all this stuff in the air, and the wind is blowing, it's high, and I don't know, tell it what line to be jumping off.
Yeah,
but
man.
we appreciate you so much,
Definitely appreciate the trip. Absolutely. Every week, man, it's going down, man. It's going down. Got another good week of fantasy football going on, but yeah, man, I definitely appreciate y'all. Another excellent week at Noonish, man. Hey, we'll be back next week. We're going to have a watch party at some point in time this weekend, so y'all stay tuned in. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button first before you hit that notification bell. You can't do one before the other. But appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back next week, man. CY's off the chain, first lady F1. We'll see y'all
next week.